something to consider. They forget my name. They call me Hell. They call me Stacy. They call me Her. They call me Jane. That's not my name. That's not my name. That's not my name. That's not my name. They call me Quiet Girl, but I'm a riot. Mary Jolita, always the same. That's not my name. That's not my name. That's not my name. That's not my name. I'm Mr. Catch if they throw me the ball. I'm the last strip standing up against the wall. Keep falling these hills that keep me boring, getting clamped up and sitting on the fence now. So alone all the time, and I lock myself away. Listen to me, I'm not. Though I'm dressed up out and all with everything considered, they forget my name. They call me Hell. They call me Stacy. They call me Her. They call me Jane. That's not my name. That's not my name. That's not my name. That's not my name. They call me Quiet Girl, but I'm a riot. Mary Jolita, always the same. That's not my name. That's not my name. That's not my name. That's not my name. Are you calling me darling?
world of radio shock jocks, the biggest are Opie and Anthony.
These people say shocking things that border on offensive in order to entertain their audience.
I refuse to sit here and think that radio has to be nice. Why? Why does radio, out of any other medium, have to be nice? We are being now held to a standard where we have to be nice and make people feel good. Go screw!
Radio bad boys, Opie and Anthony.
Controversial radio personalities, Opie and Anthony.
Infamous DJs, Opie and Anthony.
Talk show radio hosts, Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony.
Radio shock jocks, Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony. Shock jocks, Opie and Anthony. Shock jocks, Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony. Shock jocks, Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony. Shock jocks, Opie and Anthony.
There's Heath Ledger. I mean, there was going to be no surprise there. It was so obvious he was going to win. And I was disappointed. I thought we were going to see a corpse.
Too soon. A little too soon.
Did you quit smoking yet? No, I didn't quit smoking. Why don't you guys attack him like you attack me? Quit smoking.
We don't care if he dies.
Don't care about you.
Why don't you shove it? Shove it like your mother did. Shove it like your mother takes it. Your mother, that whore. That whore. Think of your mom. Think of your mom's sweet face. Think of your mom's sweet face. You know what she does? She's an effing whore. She takes it in a dirty spot. Her dirty spot's a big gaping one.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Hello, I'm Katie.
I'm Jules. We're the Ting Tings.
And we love Anthony for blasting our CD for all the little kids at his pool parties and sleepovers.
Wow.
We got you a Ting Ting ID there,
Wow.
Anthony. Huh?
God damn, that rocks.
I think E-Rock's looking out for you. It might be E-Rock. Might be the E-Rock.
That's very cool.
Ting Tings are doing their little thing. We try to get them in here, but they don't want anything to do with us. Even though that ID makes it sound like they do.
Well, it certainly does, but no, huh? You want to come in?
That's not her. That's not her.
That's not her name.
The Ting Tings. We actually, there were some tickets laying around for the Jimmy Fallon taping yesterday, so we all went. What the hell?
Yeah.
And the Ting Tings performed. They were great. She's a little weird looking, but I don't know. I was telling you before we went on the air. I'm trying to figure out if she's hot or not. When you see a broad, you're like, is she hot or not? It's the first thing guys do, right?
And you got to kind of work this one out in your head.
I don't know if she's hot. I think she's hot because she's got youth on her side. She knows how to dress. Kind of sexy, but it's like 80s sexy. Like that whole 80s sexy look is coming back.
Yeah, she's
like,
a singer.
Like she's into the new wave / modern music. I mean, I don't know what the hell's going on.
Sort of a retro but new kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. But I
haven't seen many pictures of her. And like you said, the video, it's such quick clips of her, and that usually spells disaster.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, that's like, well, we don't want to keep her on camera too long. Get it just enough where you can go, is she? Well, she's gone now.
Yeah. You know what it comes down to? These guys that put all that crap together. If the woman is really hot, you're not going to change the camera angle because the guy in charge of the camera angle is just going to be like, oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh, I got to get another shot going on.
Yeah.
But if she's not hot, then you're just like, all right, take camera 1, camera 2, take camera 3, back to camera 2, back to... You're just rocking the switches.
Keep cutting. All right, have it push into her face real fast and then cut away.
Right. We're going to try something artistic in this next section of the video.
Get a strobe light going when we have her on, and then...
Right. Anyone have any Vaseline for the camera lens? We need the heart camera lens.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, the jury's still out. I mean, she looks kind of... I don't know. She looks all right.
She looks kind of what?
A little beat up for her age, I'm thinking.
Really?
That's what I think.
Wow.
And it's weird because it's her and some dude on the drums. And then during the taping yesterday, I guess they have a guitar player.
What song did they do? They did that one?
Yeah, the big one. And the guitar player's just playing off camera.
Really?
I don't know if I would pay money to see that. Like two people on a stage.
How did it sound live?
One is just jamming the drums and good. She pulled it off. You know.
She lip synced it or she actually do it?
It seemed like she was doing it. So and then Fallon had Chet from Weird Science on yesterday.
Chet from Weird Science is Bill Paxton.
No, he'll always be Chet. The obnoxious older brother from Weird Science.
That's what he was. That's what he was calling him.
Yeah, well, it was cool though because he joked about it too.
He did.
He goes, "Oh, I could be in 100 movies or whatever he said," and my obituary will say he played Chet from Weird Science.
Chet.
And but they didn't get into any Twister discussion, unfortunately.
Oh wow, yeah, that would have been.
I think Paxton passed on us. It's too bad because he. Just watching him.
Do you want Bill Paxton?
Yeah, we said yes.
Yes, we do. He won't come in. All right, thanks.
Yeah.
Obama will be in town. Should I try?
I know he will be in New York.
Yeah.
The motorcade should be coming close. We could get him.
No, it's great. You watch late night TV and you notice all the people that passed on us because you go, "Wait, we said yes to that
Like,
one.
yeah, we
said yes to them.
You know what it is? Yeah, we forget.
Because Steve comes in here and gives us a laundry list. You want Paxton? Yes, of course. He asked us if we wanted the Kardashians. No, Steve, we don't want the Kardashians in here. Of course we do.
Of course we do.
The Ting Tings, yeah. It was pretty much Jimmy Fallon's show yesterday. We said yes to all of them.
To all those people.
And then I'm sitting there in the audience going, motherfucker. All these people passed on the Opie and Anthony
passed on
show.
us.
And Paxton, he's sitting there with Jimmy Fallon. I'm like, this guy would have had a ball on the Opie and Anthony show.
Yeah.
He was having fun with the whole Chet
He
Weird
seems like a
Science
fun
thing.
guy.
He was really cool. Really cool. Could have got into the Twister thing. Could have got into the fact that he's in every James Cameron movie, like you were telling me.
Yeah, they throw him in.
I didn't realize that, actually. I forgot he was in Titanic.
Yeah, he was like the guy from the modern times that were going down trying to find the necklace. And then I
forgot.
He was in the Terminator, the first Terminator.
Right. I
as one of
remember
the
that.
punk guys that gets his ass ripped apart.
Kind of had
from
a small
Arnold.
role in that.
Yeah, right at the beginning where it's like, your clothes, give them to me now.
Yeah.
Paxton was one of those dudes?
Yeah, he was one of those guys. He was a kid.
For some
He was
reason,
a
I remember
total
that,
kid.
but-
He had his hair like spiked. He looked really silly.
Yeah.
And apparently he just puts him in every single goddamn movie. Aliens, the second one, the sequel.
Right.
That's James Cameron.
But I think James Cameron secretly hates him because he kills him off pretty good in all these movies.
Yeah.
I'll throw it up. Hang on.
What are you getting?
I got it. Hang on.
Oh, you got a picture? Yeah. I love that.
And then the Kardashian broads were on
Yeah, that's it. Look at him with the
blue spiky hair.
blue spiky hair. That's hysterical. And the tire tread makeup on the side of his face.
How many years after Weird Science was that? Only a couple, probably. Like,
was it
3 or 4, maybe?
Terminator was 84.
Was it
Oh, yeah,
before
all right.
or
So Weird
after?
Science
Yeah.
was 81.
Yeah,
Or 80.
okay.
I'm going to go with 81 for Weird Science.
Like when in Weird Science, when he's like, "Just spit in this."
Yeah.
He's such a prick to his younger brother.
And then the Kardashians, hot as all hell, but I'm sitting there, and the whole crowd is like, you can feel it. They're like, why are they famous?
Yeah.
They're famous for being really hot and sort of saying outrageous things about sex.
Yeah, Paris Hilton pulled that off for a while. And do we
it's a
need
trend.
new whores?
Well-
Do we need new whores?
They're in season 3 of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, so they're doing something right.
She's a whore.
Ugh, they're all whores. If you listen to what they're saying on that TV show,
Yeah.
including the mom.
That's their whole gimmick. It's the whole act is to go out, be a whore, act like you're a moron, and say like stupid stuff.
Yeah,
that's their show.
It's sad because we collectively, probably most likely,
We,
not-
the people of the United States of
Yeah,
America.
exactly. Probably not much of our audience, but we watch it, and that's why they're on Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah.
and that's why they're doing everything else because people are watching that shit.
Yeah, they turned us down, huh?
I guess.
What happened, Steve?
Steve, we said yes
Steve,
to the Kardashians.
we say
right?
yes to everybody.
Yeah, I know we say yes to everybody. The answer I get is either they passed outright or they're not a morning person.
Yeah.
That's and that's what you get across the board. Now, whether or not that's the real reason, I have no idea.
Not a
because
morning
there's so many
person.
people in between this show and the actual personality.
You know,
don't really know what the
Occasionally,
reason is.
you see them on the morning TV shows,
Yeah.
though.
When we were needy, which is like the NEW days, we would buy into all these excuses like,
Yeah.
oh, it could be, it's possible.
I bet they're very busy.
We know all these excuses now. They really have to come up with better
Yeah,
ones.
come up with
I'm not
better
a morning
excuse.
person. You're in Hollywood and you're trying to get people to, tune into whatever the hell you're pushing.
Right.
Oh, you're going to get up in the morning to push that.
Yeah.
Half the time, what we're finding out is that they're the actual personality doesn't even find out about the request. You've got some rep who tells you no.
Right.
So you try to
That's
circumvent
always
as much
great.
as humanly possible.
That's too bad.
They'll just bring them in, and I know it happens. They rip them apart, and you know they go on information from the French guy from Hogan's Heroes and what he went through.
Right,
you
right.
know? Of course, that wouldn't happen. Jesus,
unbelievable.
So, yeah, you really don't know who's making the decision.
Le
there.
Beau.
Had you lose your voice yesterday? I lost my voice.
No.
Big time. It came back today.
During the show, it was a little rough hearing, so we were yelling a lot.
Mm-hmm. We did our live broadcast, obviously.
Yeah, it went really well.
And I don't even know if the broadcast did it justice how loud it was in that place.
Yeah, it was really loud.
At one point, we were just shouting.
It was very
into
hard
microphones.
to talk. Yeah, I was shouting into the mic.
Yeah.
I heard my mic gate out a couple of times because I was yelling into it.
Right.
So I had to kind of back off and talk normally.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was getting a little scratchy yesterday. But man, what a weird sleep pattern I had yesterday.
Really?
Because when you start your day and then start drinking at about 8 in the morning with a couple of Guinness, and then the show went really well. We're done with the show, and I stayed at the bar for a while. A lot of fans, met a lot of listeners, a lot of new listeners, like you were saying,
Yeah,
which was
big
pretty
time.
cool.
It was nice to see some fresh faces out there.
Yeah.
It was nice to see some women, too.
I know, very odd.
You know.
Some women were there and new fans.
Yeah, it's good to see.
And,
Absolutely.
so a couple of guys at the bar were just like, hey, Anthony, do a car bomb with us.
Oh, my God.
And I'm like, all right, it's St. Patty's Day. And I've already had a few Guinness, so
Yeah, why not?
I pound that one down. And without eating anything
Yeah.
and chugging a full Guinness, you know, with the car bomb in it and everything, the second I put the glass down, I was like, wow, I'm on the road to hammerdom. So I just kept, drinking some more Guinness. I had a driver. I didn't care. Keith was driving me.
Mm-hmm. Well, now that and when you're on the road, you got to, get to the destination. Unlike me, I was on the road to the Joshua Tree crap, and I turned around. I should have stayed on the road like Anthony. When you're on the road to somewhere, you gotta get there.
You gotta get there. That's what it is.
That's a difference. I turned around. I never got to the Joshua Tree National Park or whatever the fuck it's called.
you turned around. So by the time it's like, I don't know, noon, wow. I felt like it was already 10, 11 o'clock at night.
Right.
Like, to me, it felt like that was the full day. You'd partied. It's done. It's time to go home and go to sleep.
But logically, it is.
Yeah.
Because,
but there's no logic being.
Right.
There's no logic isn't coming into
Right.
play at that point. The Guinness is a talking.
I don't really go down that road often anymore, but I have. So I have my memories.
Yeah.
And when you're that hammered that early, and then you go home and like, all right, well now I'm gonna do some chores and I'm gonna pay some bills.
Yeah, right.
I might rake out the yard or whatever the fuck you do in your life. It might as well be the time for bed because there's nothing else you could do in that state.
I got home, went into my office, and I wanted to watch the Apple iPhone 3.0 presentation.
I heard it's good.
That was given.
I heard it's real good.
I click play. I open up the QuickTime Player real big, and I'm sitting there watching, going, "All right, this looks cool. This is going to be a great update for the."
Really?
Jeep. I was out. And then I snap awake, and it's 7 o'clock at night. I think I started watching the video at about 5. I had sat in my office chair, just kind of slumped over asleep till 7 o'clock.
Oh, my God.
And then I was like, all right, 7, screw it. Went right to bed. By 7:15,
right,
I was out.
Amazing.
And I slept right up until the alarm went off to get up to come back in here. And I'm like, right when the alarm went off, I went, no, to myself. I'm just going, no, not again this soon.
Really?
I gotta get up again. Yeah, because when you sleep right through,
right,
it just seems like,
it was instant.
It's instant. Yeah.
I hate you, man. My sleep sucks. Always has.
Well, when
you could sleep anywhere.
Yeah.
Anywhere. I've seen it.
That's true.
On planes, I mean, a tiny little bit of turbulence, I'm away. You just like you talk about it, it's like a time machine for you. I hate that you could do that.
Yeah, the flight attendant would have been like, hello, Mr. Kumia, we're in the Hudson. Could you please get out on the
that
wing?
Would be you. You'd be
I'm sleeping.
You would be like scratching your head. You'd be the last one out of the plane.
I'm tired.
All right, what the hell?
I got a few minutes.
Yeah.
Let everyone else get out first.
But I think we're back here with live broadcast because it was
Yeah.
a biggie, and I think we should do more of those.
Yes.
We kind of made it up as we went along, like old school, and it was fun.
It was great having Voss and Colin in there. They did a great job.
Yep.
A lot of fun.
Definitely.
And then the cast of characters.
Did you
Colin friggin' loves Stalker Patty.
Yeah.
He Stalker Patty makes Colin laugh his ass off because and for the same shit we laugh at her about, her improv is horrendous.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
She does not know what to say when someone says a joke to her or anything.
Well, he did a show. I was thinking that the other night.
Oh, wait, are you talking, Jimmy?
Well, yes.
It's Jimmy.
Hold on. Wait, Jimmy's talking. Jimmy has his own intro now. Hold on.
Does
a minute.
he?
Yes,
I
he.
certainly
Of course he does. Jimmy, I'm sorry. You got to point to me when you're ready for your intro.
Oh.
Saying.
I was saying that.
That's going to be the bit all day.
I
That's
remember.
nice.
I was saying that I remember. I like that. That.
Oh, boy, did that get under someone's skin.
Ooh. Whoa!
God, it's so easy to get under his skin.
When we were doing Tough Crowds, instead of friends, Colin did a sketch with her, Patty, and someone else, and he called it Chums.
Chums,
And,
yeah.
it was some awful, like they were buddies.
Yeah.
It was a terrible.
Oh, it was
sitcom.
really bad.
I don't remember.
I remember that.
Colin probably has tape. I would love to see that now, like 6 years later.
Patty.
Colin likes all the creeps that we've discovered because he's starting to become a huge fan of Bobo already.
Bobo.
He kind of chuckles at David.
Bobo came right up to Colin.
Pat from Menaki loves.
Yeah. Bobo went right up to Colin the second Colin came in because Colin kind of stood by the little roped off area but didn't come into it and just stood there and he goes, "Hey, start the show. What are you guys waiting for?" He starts yelling at us like he's in the crowd. And Bobo turns around and goes, "Oh, my God, it's Colin Quinn. I love you. You're fantastic."
Yeah.
And Colin's just like, "Who is this guy?" "Oh, it's Bobo."
Yeah.
Now you got to meet Bobo.
Yeah.
And David, he loves David.
Yeah. We learned a lot about Bobo. Bobo's father.
Oh my God,
was
it's tragic.
6'6", a Navy SEAL.
Yes, Navy
I think a
SEAL.
Navy SEAL in Vietnam.
Yeah.
6'6" Navy SEAL from Vietnam. Died when Bobo was, I think, 4 or something.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and he's got a brother, I guess. Bobo has a brother that's a tall mother effer.
Yeah. I gave Bobo, later on after everybody left, I gave him some grooming tips.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I told him, look, get a scissor and clip those goddamn nostril hairs.
He's got nose hair?
Dude,
he's too young for nose hair.
It's flying out. They're like points that come out of his nose, nostril hairs.
Yeah.
I'm like, you got to cut those off.
Yeah, you got to get
What are you
that
doing?
thing. The groomer.
The wood chipper for nostril hair.
This is how it sounds.
That's when you know you're getting some good ones.
It's like, great, what the hell's in there?
What's going on in there?
Right. I never listened to David and Bobo until we watched it last week.
Oh, my God.
Well, I have not enjoyed anything that much in
We
probably
all,
10
people
years.
don't know we hung out for that entire thing. Usually we're like, all right, David,
I know.
we get to go home early.
Yeah.
And that was supposed to be 10, 15 minutes, and it went about 40. It
was great.
Because we couldn't stop it. It was just going way too well.
Yeah, I usually run to my car and listen to it on the way home.
Right.
But I knew they were starting, so I was like, no, let me hang out for a little while at least and just watch the beginning of this. I couldn't leave. It was amazing.
Bobo was wrecking Anthony's bit because when he found out the Navy SEAL father from Vietnam, he was doing Bobo doing platoon lines, but Bobo decided he still needed to talk and was ruining the entire thing. That could have been just gold.
Oh, was he really?
He was stepping all over my platoon lines.
Yeah.
I was doing his father as Barnes.
Yeah.
And he's ruining all your lines because he what he has to say is more important. So he's like, I actually owe that DVD.
Right.
Yeah. I'm trying to do platoon lines here.
Yeah.
He's stepping all over me, Bobo. He's like, I owe the DVD. I actually own that one. I don't know exactly where it is. I bought it a while ago. I think it might be in my mother's basement, but I need to try and find it.
He just comes out with this crap.
The radio in my car is like out, so I don't have a radio in my car. So talking like Bobo everywhere I drive is my new favorite thing on the face of the planet.
It is fun to just talk like Bobo.
I hope there isn't any traffic on the Cross Island because I would like to get where I'm going.
I need to cross the island. On the Cross Island.
It's Woody Allen meets who? There's Woody Allen in there. But
there's a little
also,
Woody
like,
Allen. There's
somebody else.
Forrest Gump.
Yeah, brings it all together. How was L.A., Jimmy?
It was good, man. I mean, it was
Did
nice.
Leno say hi to us?
He actually did. Yeah, he likes you guys a
Are
lot.
you lying?
No, I'm not. He's
Yeah?
like, the first thing he asked when he
Nice.
comes in the dressing room was like, how the guys doing? How's the show?
Yeah.
And I talked about the format flip and how annoying it was. He's like, yeah, they're still doing great. Like, he was
cool.
He was very happy to hear that all was well.
Your set was amazing.
Thank you, man.
It really
Thank
was.
you.
It looked like two guys just kind of hanging out. He got a little nervous by a few of your lines, huh?
Did he? I didn't even...
He let a lot of shit go.
Yeah,
We played it on the show yesterday. I'm like, wow, he let that. I mean, I was kind of going along with the set, going, God damn, Jay, God bless you.
You know what, though? He had a couple of real good ones during his monologue where he has some gay jokes in there and stuff that you normally wouldn't.
You think he just doesn't care?
I really do think it's just like, screw it.
There's definitely two things that happen. It's like you decide how edgy you're going to get as a performer, and then the lawyers will decide.
Right.
So I think he's pushing his own edge. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he's like, you know what the hell? I could do these type of jokes now. I have nothing to lose.
Yeah.
Before he might have thought maybe this isn't smart for what I'm trying to accomplish here with the Tonight Show. I don't know. It just seems different.
He's always been
a little different.
I had a line with erection in it. I didn't use it because I forgot it. It was one I wasn't able to find exactly a place for it. But I went over it with the guys, Bob and Ross. And I'm like, I say erection, but it's not like there's nothing nasty. They're like, okay, that's fine. It's medical. You could say it like that.
Huh.
Like, it's so easy.
That would have just been on some other shows. They would no.
Some other shows. How about our old radio
That's
show?
what I'm saying. The morning radio show.
Some other.
What are you talking about? Some other show?
I can't think of any offhand. Oh wait, yes, our show.
That's why that was such a nightmare. It's like you can't say erection on a don't worry, I'm not going to bitch too much. But the morning show we used to do, but you could say erection on the Tonight Show with Jay Leno on NBC. It's like, come on, man.
You know what? One of the biggest worries we had when the format flip happened and we were released from K-Rock was we didn't want to go back to just satellite because a lot of people listen to regular radio. When you go to an appearance, a lot of people say, oh, I listen to you on K-Rock, I listen to you on FM, that. That wasn't the case yesterday. It was amazing.
Right.
I think a lot has changed over the years since we were exclusively satellite at first.
Absolutely.
And now we're exclusively satellite now. And I'm not trying to rationalize anything, but we're a fuck of a lot of people that were like, dude, I'm so glad you're exclusively on satellite now. I listen on Sirius XM, whatever. It really has changed over the course of the years where we were on FM.
I think we're heading into the second stage too.
Yeah,
because like you said, when we were exclusive the first time around, there were still, I didn't like a lot of the shows, but there were shows to choose from for the people out there that like talk shows, like edgy, shows. Mm-hmm. All of those are gone. We were basically the last one. The only ones left now lean more toward a political talk show with maybe some humor thrown in, like an Imus. Imus is definitely more political than funny, right?
Yeah.
So everyone is gone, and now you got the station we used to be on playing 10,000 songs. Who knows how many they're up to? Wow, that's got to be crazy.
Jeez.
But all those people are now just rocking the dial going, wait, I need more than just music in the morning when I'm going to work. So I think you're going to see a little surge in people picking up the satellite radio and picking up other ways to get, talk shows.
Yeah, all those high-profile, kind of outrageous, under the term shock jock shows, they're gone off of regular radio. You can't. It just doesn't happen anymore.
Dude, some of the go ahead, Jimmy.
No. So even though the audio industry is taking a beating right now, you're looking now at 3 years down the road of factory installs. So it's like for the last 3 years, people have been buying cars that most have been equipped with either XM or Sirius or now.
Yeah.
So it's like 3 years of factory installs. It's a lot of fucking people who now just have it because it's in their car, so they just order it. It's like it is a lot better now than it was.
Yeah, it was kind of happening. Like at the beginning when we first signed on to satellite, it was all right, here's some stray wires in your car, and here's a piece of double-sided tape to stick to your dashboard on your new car. That was always nice. It's like you got a new car and you got to have these wires.
Here's a vent clip.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the vent clip.
You want a vent clip? No, I want my AC to come out.
I felt like I had to be part of the geek squad to set it all up. I was
Yeah.
like, I don't know this.
And
I
it
just want to show my dad how to use satellite radio.
It looks so cheesy. You go to step on the brake and you pull the wire out because it's down by your feet. It was just so cheesy.
Right.
And like Jim said, it was hard back then to realize you're going, we're just screwed because no one's got it in their car. And no one wants this,
it's getting there.
Jury-rigged shit in their car.
And your iPhone there, I mean, that's starting to really pop. As far as it's popping already, I know that.
Yeah.
But as far as getting, content, it's popping now.
Travis, I wanted to smack him in the fucking head last night.
What happened?
Travis. Well, he sends me a text, and he's like, he goes, have you seen the new operating system, the 3.0 for the iPhone? And I'm like, no, I haven't seen that yet. Oh, it's fantastic. Texting, pictures over text. Finally, pictures over text. And then a bunch of other goodness that is going to be part of the 3.0.
Right.
So I'm like, cool. I'm so psyched to get home, plug it in, and get my update. And then he says, yeah, should be coming. And this is like way later.
No,
should be coming out sometime in the summer. I'm like, well, shouldn't you have said that first? Like, hey, 3 months from now, this is what it's going to be. Because he got me all excited that I'm popping in and upgrading when I get home.
Immediately.
And you fucked me.
It's still, what, a couple months out?
Yes! I was so annoyed with Travis.
I was just the bearer of good news.
Good news, yeah, but it's like in 3 months, good news.
It's not going to be 3 months. Don't push
what
this
is that?
forward.
That's a 3.0.
Yeah,
that's 3.0, dude.
I'm kidding.
Oh, what is this? No? I don't know.
No, it was like a prototype version, so that's why it looks like an old 1997 soundboard.
Yeah,
gotcha.
But finally, pictures over text, which we were saying we can only imagine how bad the service charge is going to be for that one.
Oh, they're going to kill us.
They're going to have to get a new plan or something.
You think so?
Yeah, because
it's not included now.
It's just text.
Like I have unlimited texting. But
that's not
it's
gonna
like,
go
wait
with
a minute.
pictures.
Not with pictures, you don't. Here's the new plan. So it's going to be even more, but...
Even though it costs them nothing.
Of course.
Like I read like a text costs like 1 penny for them to send, literally.
Really?
But they charge you like, 10 or 15 cents if you go over.
Yeah.
I bet you it costs even less than a penny.
Perhaps less than that.
To be honest with you.
Yeah.
Their cost.
But they do a good job, though.
nothing.
ViewMyMessage.com is where you go for you. It's really efficient. Like if you
It's
want to...
so convenient.
Yeah, you get a text. Oh, let me get to a computer, go to the website, try 5 or 6 times, pick it right up, look at it, postage stamp size. Wonderful.
Picture
Really
that
good.
cannot be enlarged.
Terrific.
They're figuring that out
In
finally.
a few short
They're
months,
waking
that'll all
up.
be over.
Yeah.
Jim.
You know, you can't... That annoys the piss out of me. You have a message. Go to viewmymessage.com. And put in this code that you can't possibly remember, so you have to keep switching back and forth, and then you can't even do it on the iPhone.
Now that's all fixed with cut and paste.
You can't do it on the...
You can't click
cut
on
and paste will
you
be
can't
a new
even
feature.
click on a link when you get to that website?
I've never gotten a picture message. So.
No,
Oh,
no.
my...
You
what
have
a
to go.
nightmare.
You have to go
You
to
never
a
did?
computer.
No. Yeah, no.
Go to that website, then look at your phone and punch in the
Oh,
code,
my
and then you get a
gosh.
postage stamp size picture.
I thought you at least clicked on it after you got to the website.
No.
What a
So I just tell
nightmare.
people email me pictures because that works.
Yeah.
But finally, pictures over text will be great.
Hey, where's David? Jimmy, I guess you missed it, but David is going to be giving intern reviews today.
Oh, good.
Intern reviews. He's very serious about this.
Yes. Sam, is David almost ready
well,
to...
if
He's
Sam
not
is
ready. He doesn't
here-
even have his tie on.
Look at him. God damn it, I'm working hard. I've rolled up my shirt sleeves.
I was wondering why David looks so dapper.
Yeah, David.
Yes.
Dapper,
Hello.
David.
Hey, David.
Do you know how to tie a tie?
Yes, I know how.
You want me to tie you up with some of your ties?
Tie. You know what movie that's from?
No, I don't.
All right.
Oh, boy.
Figures.
I don't
How
know.
young
No.
are you? Jesus. What's your favorite comedy of all time?
What is it from?
No, I'm asking you a new question. You
Yeah.
OCD freak. What's your favorite comedy of all time?
Comedy movie? I like
No.
No,
When you're out on the
just
street and you see a
A
mime.
Broadway yes, movie.
Movie, I told you, I like Meet the Parents a lot. It's
Okay,
really funny.
you might have told me that. All right.
That is a good one.
Well, that
I like
line was
that
from
one.
Caddyshack.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you're going to put the tie on, you're going to do some intern reviews today?
Now, winning that intern review, that's...
You
Yes,
shouldn't be laughing because you don't know
You
the
don't know
movie.
the movie.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Ahoy, Polloy. You look like you just walked off of a Scotch ad. See, no laugh. Good.
No, good.
You didn't see the movie.
Right. Test them all day now.
Yeah.
David.
Yes.
Did you like the live broadcast yesterday?
Yes, I liked it a lot. It was a very good.
It's easy to grin.
Shouldn't laugh at that.
I shouldn't
He
laugh.
kind of just smirked.
Yeah.
He kind of just went,
Kind of like the boys
idiot
because it was
doing?
funny, you know.
Yeah.
Live broadcast was a good. I think it worked well. There were a lot of people there. I was surprised by that.
Were you?
Why, David? That's encouraging.
Yeah, really.
Thank you for
Why
the
were you
backhanded
right.
compliment.
Why were you surprised that we actually have fans that listen to
No,
this?
not that we have fans. I know you have fans, but I didn't know that they were all going to show up.
All? Thanks, David.
All of
I
them.
know they were going to
Thank
show
you.
up.
So
They
one
did.
bar fits all of our fans.
Yeah, you might want to work for Howard's show because that's what he says.
No, I didn't mean all. I meant like I didn't. A
You
lot
hear
of them
that?
would show up.
Huh?
I didn't realize they would. But that was great.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
But it wasn't organized. You're not. You need organization, don't
That's
you,
true.
David?
It wasn't organized. E-Rock did a bad job, right? That is true. You're right.
Why are you blaming E-Rock?
You're right about that.
All right. Yes, Sam.
We got back to the office, and he said he was still pissed off at E-Rock for letting 2U play 2 songs when you guys were supposed to do a live review.
Oh, yes. That was the biggest disaster of any live show we've ever done.
Yeah. David, who are you going to review first?
That's a good question. I haven't thought about the order of reviews.
Oh.
All right. Well, after the break, we want to have this set up. You're setting up a nice little office, a desk.
Who's going to be the first person that I
Cinderella boy lines up his last shot.
review?
Yeah,
Former
see?
groundskeeper now about to become the Masters champ.
Perfect.
Oh, we got a lot of that one. Just straight face. There's not a
Good,
smile
David.
on that stupid
Good.
face. I
Very
love
good.
it.
All right. You have to decide. You're the boss today. The
All right,
boss
so
decides.
we have 5 interns that are.
Who do you think should go first?
We
Just
have 5 interns that showed up.
Who do you want first?
I'm not sure.
Oh, my God.
my
He can't
God.
even make a
I don't know who
decision.
should go first.
You would fail this review.
He's very upset and disheveled right now because Jill, our female intern, was told to show up today.
Yeah.
And we were supposed to have 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she didn't show up. And so now we
Uh-oh.
have 5, and that kind of throws everything out of the loop.
Now, is that going to reflect on her review?
Yes, it's because she said that she would make an effort to show up today on a day
Oh,
that
an
she doesn't come,
effort.
and she said she would try to come in.
All right, so that wasn't a definite yes.
No, but she said she would make an effort and she would try to come in.
And that makes you mad? That makes you mad, David?
I like Dave when he laughs. He's just like
All
a
right,
psychopath. I love it. And he just stops laughing immediately. Back to straight face.
If you want to know how it's like to talk to David, like if you're in your car right now, just jam on your brakes, hit the gas, jam on your brakes, hit the gas, jam on your brakes, hit the gas, over and over again.
Yeah.
It's tough to get a flow going with this guy. David.
Yes.
It's just like...
Sam is the bad the devil on the shoulder.
Of course,
and there's no angel. And Sam is the devil, and he's constantly whispering in his ear.
Right.
And David has to either do it or shrug him off.
Yeah.
And we just looked at shrug him off. He goes, I don't.
There's wrestling tactics going on.
Oh,
here.
hell yeah.
Sam is David's handler.
Yeah.
Yeah, and David, I'm not a devil.
Yeah.
I'm supporting David.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
shut
here to
up.
watch his back. You guys were over here yesterday saying Paul is the superstar intern.
Yes.
When obviously you're looking at the superstar intern.
Oh, snap. All right, David.
I want to see him tie his tie. I bet he can do
Can you
it.
tie your tie, David?
Yes, I can tie it.
He
we watch
obviously
you?
could tie his tie. He's one of those guys. He
I know how to tie the
the
tie, yeah.
Yeah.
Of course he
Do you
can.
do a double Windsor?
Double Windsor.
Double Windsor. Why not? Why not?
It is. Yeah.
All right, Dave, we're going to set up your little review area. After the break, you're going to be sitting there. You're going to do one. We're going to spread them out throughout the show. Make them quick because the fans love you as long as you're not on the radio too long.
Okay, so.
That's the key with you. Not long,
Yeah.
involved bits.
Yep.
Quick. Like
You know,
that.
in the future, they'll have 2 ties coming down your
2.
Sure.
Wow. 2.
Yeah. I believe that fashion starts in 2014.
Oh, boy.
Okay, I'll be ready.
I'll be ready.
All right, Dave.
I own that on DVD.
I own that one. I know what movie you're talking about. I picked up the trilogy.
All right. Why don't you guys sit up to the studio? We'll take a break. And we'll do David's first intern review after the break and get into some other things.
Yeah.
Natasha Richardson is going to die, man. Holy crap. It's the big story today.
Yeah.
The big story is how fucked up that is.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I haven't skied in a couple seasons, unfortunately, but for no particular reason. I want to get back out there, but I'll talk about it a little bit.
Oof.
It's amazing, to be honest with you. This
really
isn't
is.
a Sonny Bono thing whatsoever.
No. Or
I heard no
Kennedy.
trees, nothing. So we'll get into that and some other things in a few minutes. Opie and Anthony. Good morning to everybody. It's the Opie and Anthony show. Martha. Look at Martha, 50. I love your show.
I'm 50 years old.
I do that voice.
50 years old.
Martha, what's up?
Hey, boys. How's it going?
So you're 50 and you love the show, huh?
I love you guys. My daughter got me listening about 2 years ago.
That is
My daughter and son-in-law have been callers to the show.
that is awesome.
Me and my husband,
Yeah, go ahead.
me and my husband listen every morning. It is the highlight of our day.
Martha, thank you. In the last 2 years, what's your favorite bit on the Opie and Anthony show?
Anthony,
Well, she got out the important part.
Natasha Richardson is going to be dead by the end of the day, I guess. That's Liam Neeson's wife, by the way, and she happens they happen to live in the neighborhood. I've seen them many, many times. A loving couple, love being with each other. They were on a ski trip in Canada, I believe.
She was. He was doing a film.
Yeah, and she bumped her head, basically. I've done a lot of skiing. When I heard about this, I thought, wow, was she doing some of that tree skiing? Was she doing some double blacks? Was she doing just a black diamond?
Throwing a football back and forth to each
all
other.
this. Yeah, these celebrities and their skiing, they got to chill out a little bit. But in this case, they're saying it was kind of like a beginner hill.
It was a bunny slope.
And was it a bunny slope?
They said it was the bunny slope.
So it wasn't even like a green?
No, I think she was with like.
I'm talking to the skiers out there.
Yeah.
It wasn't even really I guess a bunny hill would be.
They said the bunny hill.
That means that's the tow rope.
That's the one where you
hold on to the rope and they just pull you up the hill.
Yeah, they pull you up the hill and then you go down just doing the pizza slice.
You did the bunny hill with
pizza slice.
You did the bunny hill with Jay. We should get into that story.
Yeah, but then we went right up to the mountain.
That's why I brought it up. How exciting could a bunny hill story with Anthony be? But we'll get there in a second.
Yeah.
But so she was on a bunny hill. I didn't know that. I thought it was a little more challenging than that. Hit her head, and she's brain dead. They flew her home as a brain dead woman. And she's here in New York City, and the family is gathering to say goodbye. Say goodbye to what? I don't know, because she's just there.
Everybody that saw it said it was nothing.
Yep.
Said she just fell like anyone else would fall on wet, soft snow.
Right.
It wasn't ice. She fell and then refused medical attention. I guess the emergency people put her on one of those little stretcher sled things and brought her down the rest of the way. She refused medical attention.
Talking the whole way?
Yeah, talking the whole way, just like goofing on the fact that, oh, my God, I'm a klutz. I fell down. Took her back to her room. She had a little bit of a headache and still refused medical attention. And then later on, she said she had they said she was complaining of a pounding headache. And that's when she went to the hospital. And, within an hour of that, they're just looking at, oh, my God, there's cataclysmic brain damage.
Was it internal bleeding? It had to be.
Yes. Yeah.
Because what happens is that internal bleeding starts crushing your own brain.
Yeah, you bleed into your
and there's nowhere for the blood to go, so it just keeps...
It crushes your brain.
Yeah, the pressure just builds up.
She had a subdural hematoma.
Oh, Jimsy. My goodness.
A little bump on the head can do it. The blood begins to build up and the brain gets crushed, Sam. The blood builds up below the dura. There's nothing doctors can do about it.
Wow, Jimsy's so knowledgeable on this.
Blood fills the cavity between the skull and the brain. The resulting pressure can damage the tissue.
Really, Jimsy?
It can happen from an innocent fall. A little bump to the head.
Yeah, because you would expect a more a harder hit on the head. Why something so light? How could that happen, Jimsy?
Because you have the scalp, you have the skull. It's all light tissue.
Oh,
I
okay.
should probably know a better term than light tissue, but I don't.
And I threw you a question that wasn't answered in the newspaper.
Yes. No, that's not what it is.
Jimsy.
Good old Jimsy. That soft, wet snow will give you like a Three Stooges like fall though.
Yeah.
Where all of a sudden your feet, you're like, whoa, what happened? My feet are in the air. And
Yeah.
then slam back on your head, and that's all it took. That's crazy.
How can they, I don't understand, you get a bump on the head, your brain, the blood pressure. I mean, I know nothing about the brain, obviously, but, can't they just put a needle in and they drain
I think they
it?
do that.
But once
Calling Dr. Steve. Calling Dr. Steve. Two times in 1 week for Dr. Steve. He'll
I think
tell
they
us.
have done that where they drill a hole in the skull and release the pressure.
But can't they?
I think it was too late for her.
If she had gone, and they said the ski people did the right thing. They made her go right for. They said that she should get medical attention right away.
Mm-hmm.
But had she gone right to who would go right to the hospital?
Yeah.
Would that have made a difference? I wonder.
It probably would have if she had a little more time. I think. I don't know.
An hour.
Would they have just done an X-ray, a CAT scan? Could they see it? Who the hell knows? I don't know. I'm no doctor.
I think they're even surprised that this.
Yeah.
Turned out to kill the woman.
Yeah.
But why?
Because they could drain the skull if they get there quick enough and get the blood out. I think. But we're gonna get Dr. Steve on the phone to give us the medical stuff behind this.
Why does it kill your brain? Because the pressure, once
just starts squeezing it.
But then then the brain is just dead. Even if they let the blood go.
And the blood, blood on the brain isn't good.
No.
It kind of rots the brain away.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you can't have blood just kind of on your brain.
Hey, TMZ is saying, I want to make sure we're accurate here. RJB from the Poconos says, hey, guys, TMZ is saying she's fine. The hospital tells TMZ Richardson is sedated and suffering from brain swelling. Everybody's talking about how she's brain dead. So where are we at? But contrary to some reports, is not brain dead.
Here's why I believe that.
What?
Because the Post, they said, was the one paper that was reporting she was brain dead.
Wow.
They were all reporting
They're
it
brain
from
dead,
the
trust
Post. Yeah. And they were all
Oh, my
reporting from
God.
the Post. So
Stupid
I wouldn't
Post
surprise me if
exists.
she's
Was
fine.
she sitting up in bed reading the Post going, I'm going to sue the crap out of these
Dude, I was
bastards."
thinking of that. How
Stupid
funny would it be if
Post.
she's okay, and then she holds up the Truman thing?
Yeah.
Dewey wins a
Dewey
paper.
beats
Right.
Truman, yeah.
So hopefully she's all right. That'd be great.
Well, could you go to TMZ? Is that being reported that she might be all right?
Yeah, that's actually it's the last thing that TMZ is actually reporting. It's contrary to some reports.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Even Wynn's jumped on the bandwagon, and they're pretty
Turn,
conservative with
Wynn.
their news they want to throw out there.
That's as of 2 p.m. Yesterday. So
She might be all right.
Or she
You
might
know
be in worse
something?
shape since then.
I think the family or somebody
no,
would have
TMZ updates like a
would
mother.
have put out a statement saying look,
God, I hope she's all right. That'd be cool.
Maybe they just
gets
don't
through
want to.
it.
They're not worried about the public right now. Maybe he's just panicking.
Yeah,
and
it's
the doctors
true.
are we don't know yet, and they don't want to start talking to reporters.
yeah.
Right. All right.
A subdural hematoma.
Wait,
Oh my God.
Wait, Jimmy?
Hi, Hope.
Why are you talking without your big intro?
Well, I wasn't going
What's
to talk
wrong
yet.
with
That
you?
was just Jimsy, but I
But
did
now
have
you're
some-
talking as Jim Norton.
I
Hold
do have
on.
something I want to say.
All right, hold on. Let me give you the big intro. We're saying.
Well, it's funny, Hope. Let's just keep our fingers crossed and hope she's all right. That's all I want to say.
That's big
after the
intro.
big intro for that, Jimmy.
Well, sometimes you just lob a little softball out there. Sometimes you go off on a rant.
Well, now that they're officially the most successful radio show on satellite radio, I guess we don't really have to try as hard. So,
No.
are we ready for David and his first intern review?
Wow. Oh my God. The desk is set up. This is just
Yeah,
what
look-
an amazing setting.
And it's perfect. It's just like every boss's office we've ever been in. The
it
boss gets the
stinks.
nice, comfy effing chair, and you sit there like an idiot.
Like an idiot.
You do, though.
Oh, an idiot.
He leans back in his like cushy. You hear the soft Italian leather.
And you got to sit in this stupid prospective employee chair.
Yeah, exactly. Like you're back in grammar school.
Oh, I hated
in
that.
those horrible chairs.
David looks good in a suit and tie, just a tie and a shirt. That's how David is meant to be dressed.
I was going to say he was born to look like that. Look at him. David, have you ever grown your hair out? Why am I asking him? Why did I just do that to myself? Why?
Yes, I've grown not really that long, but I've grown it a little.
How long? Past a year?
No, pretty much right, like up to the ear.
Ooh, that's crazy.
Yeah, hippie.
Yeah.
A little crazy for you, right?
Yeah, it is a little crazy, yes.
Insanity.
All right, why don't you call in your first, what are we calling them? Employees?
No, interns.
Interns.
No, interns. Don't give them a better name than that. They're just pieces of shit.
Yeah, the beauty of this bit, they're all equals, but we've given David some unusual power. So,
of course.
So he's going to now review his fellow interns.
Why?
All right, who are you calling in first, David?
All right, first we're going to call in intern Charlie.
Intern Charlie. Do we know intern Charlie? Oh, this kid. What's up, Charlie? Hello, Opie. I'm happy. David, he didn't dress up for his review.
No, we certainly didn't. That's already one. Let's rate some negative points there.
Demerit.
It's a demerit?
Yes.
If I may.
Yes.
I've gained far too much weight for my nice clothes.
Oh, he's got an excuse.
I just hope nobody dies. Otherwise, I have to buy a new wardrobe.
Oh, shit. That's good.
You should have bought some clothes that fit you.
Oh.
Well,
Oof.
I don't have. I have only half my income now as I'm doing this half of my work week.
Oh.
So I can't afford them.
Yeah, crying poverty.
So this is how you come dressed. This is how you come dressed for an interview with like a hat, like a hat like that, and a sloppy T-shirt and
sloppy.
Well, most of the pants and shirts I've been wearing usually had holes in them, and these are khakis, not jeans. So I figured that was a step up.
Yeah, I don't know. But anyways.
Oh, is that a bossy answer?
Oh, yeah.
But anyways.
All right, good. It's all you, Dave.
Yeah, we have to get to the main points of this review for Charlie. Because the thing about Charlie is that Charlie is really a good person. He really is. And he's very interesting because... First of all, he's a good person, he's nice, he's kind, polite, and respectful. That's the main thing you got to know about Charlie, because as you'll see in other intern reviews, there's some interns here that aren't polite or not respectful.
Oh, okay.
But Charlie is.
All right.
So that's a good thing.
Thank you.
And a lot of what I see in Charlie is that I see that Charlie is good because he wants to succeed with this internship.
As opposed to the people that come in and don't want to succeed?
Yes, that's correct.
And we'll get to those people?
Some of those people?
There are some people that show that they don't care. That they don't care. Yes.
Oh wow!
But Charlie shows like he does care.
He has stick-to-itiveness.
Yes, he definitely does. Unlike some interns. Yes.
Yeah. All right.
So he does wants to succeed, and I think that Charlie is trying very hard at this internship, and it shows that he wants to do a good job.
All right.
However,
shit!
I think that sometimes Charlie's trying a bit too hard. Really, really too hard. And I think sometimes he overworks himself.
Is that a bad thing?
In Charlie's case, it's a bad thing because when he overworks himself, and sometimes it's the slightest thing, like he could just be sitting at a computer and typing stuff or doing some audio work on a computer, and he'll be like sweating his ass off like a pig, and he'll get so overworked, and he's just sitting in a chair typing on a computer, and he's like beads of sweat are dripping down his face, and he's like really overworked. And when he gets overworked like this, it causes him sometimes to get flustered, and it causes him to get like overworked, and he'll forget what he's supposed to do because he sometimes has too many tasks at hand at once, and he gets so overwhelmed and so confused that he doesn't know what he's doing, and he'll forget. Like there was one day when we told him to bring the envelopes of the WOW stickers down to the mailbox, and he promised us he was going to do it. And he got so flustered and so overworked, and all the sweat was dripping down his face, and he just forgot to do it, and he didn't do it like you said.
Oh, boy.
And on the same day, he had gloves with him, and he forgot his gloves that day, and he was all a mess because he was so flustered and so tired. And my point is, I think you, Charlie, need to sometimes calm down and take a break a little bit. This is an internship, Charlie. You're not the boss here, Charlie.
I wasn't giving anybody orders. I was just trying to do what I was told.
I know you're not the boss, but sometimes you act like you. Oh, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, and I gotta do all these things at once. You're a good kid, and you're trying hard, and I think you could succeed in this business. But if you just take some time to relax and calm down a little bit, maybe you'll do a better job, and you won't get so flustered, and you won't forget what you have to do.
You feel I'm trying to take on too many tasks at once?
I think you are. Yeah.
A jack of all trades, master of none.
Ah, yeah, that's what they say. That's what they say in that circumstance.
We're looking at a future boss. I'm creeped
Oh yeah,
out.
look at him.
I'm creeped out.
This is the guy you have to sit in front of and just and put a smile on and make like you enjoy talking to him.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you just want to reach over the desk and choke him.
Yeah.
No offense.
Continue. You got
look at his face.
Go ahead, David. We don't want to spend too much time on each individual.
Right,
We
but
wanna
that's pretty much the main things I wanted to say about Charlie.
Okay.
That he's as I just said, he's really good. He works hard. He's very much interested in the behind the scenes work. Like he's really interested in the audio production and producing like bits and stuff. And I think he really has a future behind the scenes.
Okay.
Yeah, but if he just takes his time and relaxes and stays calm.
All right.
So you don't think I have any potential for on air ever?
He had a couple good lines so far.
I don't know about on air. I think behind the scenes is more for you.
How come?
How come? Because I've seen you behind the scenes. I've seen you working on all the production pieces, and you seem to be enjoying yourself with that, and you seem to be doing a good job of it.
But this is the first time you've ever seen me on air. How am I doing?
You seem quite nervous right now. I see some beads of sweat dripping down your face.
That means I'm breathing.
Yes. Maybe one goal of yours. Maybe you can try to exercise or lose some weight.
Oh shit!
Maybe the weight. Maybe if you're a little less weight and you are skinnier, maybe that'll help you focus and be more calm, and you won't overwork yourself and tire yourself out over picking up a pencil.
That'll probably help me out in all areas of my life.
Because I'm not joking. This kid picks up a pencil and he gets out of breath from picking up a pencil. I don't know what it is. He's always sweating. It's ridiculous.
Holy Jesus!
You don't think that's from busting my ass and running and trying really hard?
You are trying really hard. That's what I'm trying to say. You try too hard, Charlie. You try too hard. Which is not. It's not a bad thing to try hard. I mean, that's a good thing because you want to try to succeed and do well in this business. But
all right. Is there
where we go from there?
Do you have like a grade, a kind of a grade thing that you've figured out for these interns? On a scale 1 to 100, an A, B, C, D, F.
Yes, I did. I did like a letter. Right. I did. You're right. Letter grade.
All right.
Letter
so go
grade.
through the top, whatever the.
Yeah, give him his grade.
Yeah.
Okay, so the grade for you, Charlie, is you're a good kid, so I wanted to give you a good grade. Your grade is a B.
A B.
Thank you.
You get a
yes,
B.
Charlie gets a B. Yes.
Is there categories that he's rating them on, or not really, Sam?
No.
Just kind of like that.
B
is how
for
it's gonna
bloated.
For Brutus.
Charlie, what do you have to say about David and what he does around here? I mean, fair is fair. That you should get a shot at David.
Turnabout is fair play.
Sure.
All right.
You got let's give them 30 seconds each to say what they want about David. Go ahead, Charlie, right now.
I gotta say, no matter how hard I try, I don't think I could ever contribute the way David does. Yeah, it just comes so naturally to him. I gotta say, nobody else looks straight through me while they're looking at me like you do. It definitely makes me really uncomfortable with you on the other side of a desk.
Yeah,
but you definitely make me laugh. So,
all right, thank you, Charlie.
That. No problem.
And you nailed it. I don't think David has ever looked any one of us in the eye yet.
No,
not a one of us. Sometimes it looks like it, but if you start focusing, you realize he's looking right through you.
Yeah, it's not.
I don't know. It's creepy.
It is very creepy, but is he dedicated.
Yeah, you want to do another one? We have time for one more before the break?
Yeah.
You want to? All right, let's do one more before the break.
All right.
We're going to spread these out during the show today.
Who's next?
Who's next, David?
Okay, yeah. Next is going to be intern Evan.
Who's intern Evan?
Evan is the one, if you remember, in his first day challenged Danny to the Guitar Hero contest.
Oh, Evan.
Yes,
That's Evan.
Of course,
We
Evan.
haven't talked to him
Leonard
since.
Lawrence.
Evan fell off the face of the earth after the
Guitar
big
Hero
appearance.
contest.
Yeah,
Yes.
he had a great start to his internship, and it just faltered since then. Nothing since then.
Raise that mic up for yourself if you need to.
I feel I've been pulling my weight around here.
Well,
I think
David, another guy that didn't dress up for his review. What's that about?
Well, I spoke with Evan about this beforehand, and Evan's excuse is that he lives on his own right now, and all his nice clothes are back at his family's house where he grew up.
Are you buying into that or what?
No.
Evan, by the way, Evan, by the way, came right in with a defensive move right there. If you notice that, he came in saying, I think I'm pulling my weight around here. So right away, very defensive.
Argumentative.
Yes.
I like that.
Argumentative, bordering on insubordination.
I agree.
By the way, the interns you're reviewing are in the power position. It's a basic thing, but the interns that you're reviewing are sitting way higher than David.
Yes, they should have had
That's
a
a
shorter
power position.
chair.
All late-night talk show hosts make sure they sit a little higher than the guests. A bit that Andy Kaufman took to the umph degree.
Yes.
If there's any Andy
very
Kaufman
funny.
fans out there. But it is a real thing if you sit higher. But it doesn't bother David, which is just amazing. All right, go ahead, David. It's all you.
All right. So this is intern Evan.
Yeah.
And Evan's not exactly the same as Charlie. He's different.
Okay. In what way, David?
He's different because some of his... I think his big thing for Evan is that, from people that don't know, is that he's big into, the engineering and the audio, the behind-the-scenes engineering aspect and the audio production. That's his big thing. That's what he likes to do. But I think sometimes he takes things to the extreme too much in terms of bragging. He's a big bragger.
Okay.
A bragger.
He's a big bragger. And
hold on. You have an example of Evan bragging.
Well, he likes to brag about the fact that he knows how to do certain things and that he can fix certain things and he knows what he's doing. And he claims to know what he's doing.
Okay.
Claims to know what he's doing.
Yes. Which is one thing that turns me off about Evan.
Oh boy.
He claimed that he was a master at working with office equipment and copy machines, and then he took it, and we were doing the paperwork project where we have to scan all these papers and stuff. And there was a paper jam. He's like, "Oh, I can fix this copy machine. I know what I'm doing." And it took him a half hour to fix a copy machine.
Was he a master?
Wow. Not at all. No, he didn't know what the hell he was doing. He likes to brag about that he can do things, and then he can't come through.
Wow.
But I did come through. The copy machine was fixed successfully.
Yeah, but it took you a half hour to fix it, and we have millions of papers to do, and you're standing there not. It took too long.
Yep.
Look, Jimmy. Yep.
And going along with that issue, he brags so much that he actually, when we were at the old place at CBS, he tried to take it upon himself to try to tamper with certain equipment that he knew he shouldn't have been doing.
What? Incorrect. I did not do anything close to that.
Yes, you did. There was when the computer over there was broken, you were taking it upon yourself to try to go ahead and fix that computer.
I asked permission first.
And then when you found out that some of the computers weren't hooked up to a printer, you took it upon yourself to try to go ahead and network all the printers. And even though you claim you know what you're doing, what if one little thing messed up? You would have blown up all the computers, and CBS would have been really pissed off at you. Yep. And you have to wait for someone higher up to tell you, don't do that. You can make one false move and blow it. Don't do stuff with equipment. Don't get yourself into trouble. Try not to get yourself into too much trouble is what I'm trying to say. Just stick to the basics.
Okay. Thank you, David.
Is what I'm trying to say.
Anything else you want to say about Evan, David?
Well, the other thing is this. I want to just continue with what I'm saying before. He tries to take charge too much.
Oh boy. Not a lot of good coming out of this.
No. In terms of taking charge too much, there's the thing with the paperwork project, which is the main thing that he's trying to take charge of. And I'm not faulting him for that. What I'm faulting him for is that sometimes he likes to have his own way with things, and he doesn't like to listen to other people's suggestions.
It's no good.
It's no good. I mean, there's co-workers here.
Yeah.
What if you're hired in this business and you're an engineer or you're doing audio engineering and you have all these co-workers? How are you going to get along with your co-workers? I think one of Evan's big problems is in the workplace, he has issues, teamwork issues.
Ooh. That's a big important thing in the
corporate
world.
Corporate world team issues. I'm not talking about. I'm not talking about daily social life teamwork. I'm talking about corporate world social issues. It's a big issue for Evan, and I don't like what I'm saying about that.
Wow, he doesn't like what he's saying.
Because people often make suggestions about things in terms of the paperwork project, and he just shrugs them off and doesn't even want to listen to what other people have to say. It's his way, and what his way is what goes, and he doesn't care what anybody else says, is what I'm getting the feel from Evan.
Right.
Okay.
So, I don't know.
That's a bad quality.
It is a bad
Wow.
quality, yes.
This isn't boding well for Evan.
No, it's not voting well for Evan at all now.
These interns want to strike.
Oh, they want to
No,
fucking
it's not very
choke-
good.
choke
It's
him.
not very good.
That doesn't bode well for him.
No.
Throw him out that window.
And because he thinks that he's in charge of certain, I'll say one more example.
Sure.
Because he thinks he's in charge of certain things, he thinks that he can. Like when someone tells him to do something, he thinks he can just not do that and designate someone else to do it.
What?
Like I have an example. Like there was an instance a couple of days ago when we were doing the paperwork, and he thinks he's the leader of that and does whatever he wants. And Kenny proceeded to tell intern Evan to go clean the sink area and make it look nice. And Evan was just like, "No, I'm the paperwork guy. I'm the paperwork person. I'm doing that. I'm not going to clean this. I'm going to designate someone else to do the paperwork. I'm going to designate someone else to do the sink, to clean the sink."
What
Yeah.
is that?
He just said, "I'm not doing that. Someone else is doing
What?
it."
It's beneath him?
Yeah.
That's incorrect.
I didn't like that issue at all. I was very upset. I didn't like that at all.
That's right.
He just said, "Kenny, I'm not doing that. This person's doing it." He assigned Matt to do it when he was told to do it. He said, "I have to do the paperwork. I can't do that."
No, you told me to clean the kitchen.
Yes, I told you to clean the kitchen because Kenny told me to tell you to do it. And then you went ahead and said, "No, I'm not doing it. I'm assigning Matt to do it."
No, I did not assign Matt to do it either.
Yes, you did assign Matt to do it. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. I saw you. Kenny told me to tell you to do it. I did. And you
Yes,
said, "I'm not
you
doing
did.
it. I'm not doing it. Matt's going to do it." Because you were too busy doing your paperwork the way you wanted it to be done.
Well, it has to be done. It's a monumental project.
It's a monumental project, but then again, if someone higher up than you, such as Kenny, tells you to do something,
No, you told me to do it.
I told you to do it because Kenny told me to tell you to do it.
All right.
What was the paperwork that you had to do?
The paperwork that we have to do is this whole big project where we're all the forms that all the fans that send on the bleachers fill out. We have to sort them and we have to scan them. We have to go through them because Master Poe screwed it all up. So now we have to fix that. And it's a big project.
Little Master Poe review in there.
And that's one of my big issues with Evan is that he's trying to take charge of this paperwork project and put his own way with it. And when people make suggestions about it, he just shrugs them off.
Is he putting the old cover sheets on the TPS reports? Didn't get the memo.
He's just doing however he wants to and telling everyone to do it his way.
Right.
All right. You really don't like this Evan guy. I
Man,
get it.
But
I
the
can't
thing
wait
that
to
I
hear
want-
his
Why don't we
grade.
wrap up Evan's
The thing I
review?
want to stress about Evan is that I don't like Evan in the workplace. When he's out of the workplace, he's a really good guy and he's really nice and he can get along with you. We can have a good conversation, joke around. But when he's in the workplace, he gets into his own zone and doesn't care about what anybody else has to say.
Not what these reviews are about. It's about the workplace.
Yes, the workplace. Yes.
So on that note, I think you're going to have to go with a grade now.
I'm gonna have to go with a letter grade. Right. So my letter grade for Evan is C plus.
Oh, wow.
C plus. Yes, C plus. Yes.
Just slightly above what any schnook could
Yes,
do.
C plus. Yes.
What could he do to improve?
What could he do
Quickly,
to improve?
yes.
He can. What he can do to improve is work on his teamwork and his relationship with his fellow coworkers.
Okay.
Workers.
And Evan, you get a shot. You get 30 seconds to comment about David starting right now.
All right. Well, David, it's nothing but a pleasure working alongside you. Your help is very useful. Removing staples, for example, you definitely were at the top of the list there. As far as letting us know about every single thing that's happening at all times, you're definitely number one. And by checking all of our work constantly, you make sure you keep all of us in check.
Wow.
Wow.
Were you done, Evan?
Yeah, I'm
Because
finished.
maybe we should allow more than 30 seconds. All right. Well, there you go. By the way, at the end of this, David, we're going to do a little apprentice thing. We're going to line up these guys, and in your opinion, you're going to tell us who should be fired from their internship.
Wow.
That's how this ends today, okay?
Damn.
And not necessarily the lowest grade, because maybe one of these guys has potential. So I don't want the listeners at home to know ahead of time, well, this guy's got a D, so
Yes,
obviously he has to go.
Some guy could have a D, but the thing he excelled at, the one thing, is very important.
And you might want to keep him around because he has
Yeah.
potential. So you're going to have to decide that at the end of this. But thank you to Evan. Thank you to David. For the people that don't really know, David is an intern as well, and he's reviewing his fellow interns.
Yes. David is no more higher than any of these people he's berating.
He talks better than our current boss.
Yeah, I know.
No offense to that guy, but he's made for this.
He really is.
All right, we're gonna
We found his strong suit.
We sure did. We're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna get into other things a little later in the show. How many more you got? Like 3 or 4?
Yeah, I think there's at least 3 more.
All right, so we'll do another big segment with 3 of these guys, and then at the end, you're going to fire one of them.
Yep. Unfortunately, one intern is missing. So
you're obsessed with the fact that
the female intern is missing. Yes.
You're obsessed that she decided not to come in today.
Yes, because she's one of the ones that you talked to before, and you knew her a little bit more than some of the others.
We made her the executive intern.
Yes, you did, and the executive intern didn't show up to her own review.
I understand.
Wow.
We might have to give it back to you today. We'll decide that later.
Okay.
We'll decide.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, but you messed up, and we gave it to her for a while. So
yes,
Opie and Anthony. Here, check it out, the Opie and Anthony show. Hope everyone's recovered from the big St. Patty's Day celebration.
Oh yeah,
man! I walked home after our live broadcast. Wow.
Yeah, huh?
I forgot. I forgot how it used to be. Wow. There were drunk white girls everywhere.
Yeah,
everywhere.
Yeah, that seems to be the trend.
Wow.
The drunk white girl.
And the city was filled with, they call it the bridge and tunnel crowd. They weren't New Yorkers. They were from all the suburbs in Jersey, Westchester, Connecticut, Long Island.
Yeah, they come into the city
for the day. It is
drunk.
It is the whitest day in New York City. I don't know where all the color is on St. Patty's Day.
Where do black people go on St. Patty's Day?
I saw a bike messenger, and he, for once, looked scared. Like we flipped it yesterday a little bit. I felt like I was back in Boston on a regular day. Boston on a regular day, if you go in the downtown area, is extremely white.
Yeah.
New York City, not so much, unless it's St. Patty's Day.
Well, New York City is very, very culturally diverse as a city.
No joke. I mean, you walk around New York City, you are definitely a minority if you're a white person.
Yeah.
You really are. I mean, they come from every country in the world is represented in this city. But St. Patty's Day, it was all young, hot, white girls, drunk, with shamrocks on their cheeks.
Could it be that they're just not up early enough for the parade?
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Yes, of course.
6 hours later, though, they're not up.
I don't know.
The longest what the hell's going on with this fucking parade?
Oh, my God.
I remember growing up, this parade was an hour. All right. You get to see a few cops, a few fire guys, and a politician.
Yeah.
All right, what bar you want to drink at? Now it goes all day.
Every block you go down,
it goes all day.
That even cross the parade route, is a staging area for another group of drunken firemen or cops that are just drinking before they get out onto the parade route.
Yeah, it's
in their skirts.
It's all cops. It's all cops and it's all firemen.
Yeah, that's what it's all about.
Parade. And military dudes, which I,
Yeah.
Give them the rah-rah, like right on.
I boo them. Boo, baby killer, boo!
Baby killer.
Hold on, Jimmy, are you talking?
I'm going to talk now.
Oh, wait, we got to give you your intro.
Hold on.
We're saying, Jimmy?
That I missed what Anthony was saying because I was tweeting.
You were tweeting.
I understand everyone's jumping on my Twitter bandwagon
Hey!
now.
You motherfucker.
What?
You guys all thought I was an idiot for doing that.
Tweet. We've all got our Twitter pages.
Are you Twittering
now.
too, Ann?
I'm Twittering now, too.
My nickname, all of a sudden, the Twitter Kid.
Oh, no, you're the Twitter Kid.
Yeah, what's up, y'all? I'm Twittering, motherfucker. Thank you.
I thought you guys thought it was stupid.
Well, it was stupid, but now it's not.
Yeah, because you guys are doing it. When I was doing it, it was stupid.
I noticed a lot of pictures from Jimmy's Twitter over the time he was out in L.A., which were very cool.
Yeah.
He's got a picture of him and Jay Leno back in the dressing room. And then with Seinfeld chick
Julia
there, Julia Louis-Dreyfus. a picture with her. And then I even commented on Jimmy's thing about how she looked like she wanted to really just hang out with you for quite a while there in that picture. She's clutching her bag and her coffee and looked like, could you fucking take this picture? And it looked like she was going to run away.
Oh, yeah, she couldn't have been. She was very nice, but she couldn't have wanted to take a photo with somebody less.
She went out of
looked
there.
like.
She thinks she's in a safe place, but, behind the scenes at Leno in the green room. But no. Not if Jimmy's close at hand.
It was like the
He's got his
George
camera.
Corbin Burnson backstage bit from Seinfeld.
I never
if you
saw it.
remember. Yes, well, I think a few million people did.
I had them take a shot right before I went out too, which
saw
was
that.
cool.
That was
It
cool.
was literally like
Yeah,
you could see the Tonight
right
Show
in the
band
wing.
behind me. It was like literally 30 seconds before Jay introduced
That was
me.
really cool.
Thank you to the guy who held my name too. Jim Norton was held by a fan for me.
Nice.
So thank you, dude, for doing that.
Anthony Cumia was held by somebody for me.
Does Opie? You took Opie Radio. Opie was taken, or was Opie Radio is pretty easy to remember. That's not.
I think Opie was taken.
Opie's a rough one because there's a few.
I don't want to use my real name, so because it's boring and stuff. You never comment on my pics. I've been tweeting for months now.
Tweet. I only commented on one, Jimmy's, so I can make
I
a
didn't read it.
good gag. You don't even read your fucking comments, do you?
No, I do. I just didn't see that. I looked through them, though. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
The one thing, though, I've noticed, and I'm kind of very, very new to Twitter, and I found a great program for it for my home computer, not for the phone.
Right.
Tweet Deck, I think it's called, or something like that. That's pretty
What's
cool.
that?
It just it lines up everything, the replies, the things, and then you could put everyone that you follow in one separate column, so only their tweets show up. So you got to sort through all the crap tweets to see the people that you're following. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm using that, and I did notice, and I don't know how it's done. When you put a picture up, people can tag it so that they can, tag your picture with key phrases.
Right.
Some of the key phrases on my pictures are hysterical. Hysterical. Just Nazi, teen effer, and ones I can't even say.
Well, it gives you a chance to act like you're in junior high again. So
Yeah. Well, I was saying what Twitter really is, and what all these social networking sites really are, is the equivalent of when you used to write something on your desk.
Right.
For somebody else that had that desk in another period.
Sure.
So you'd write, your mother sucks ass. And then it's like, who is this? I'm the one that fucks your mother. And it would go for days and weeks. And it's like, fuck you, I'll kick your ass. What period are you in here? Yeah, I'll kick your ass. I bet I can. And that's what Twitter is just a desk. Mm-hmm. It's a desk and a pencil, and you just keep going with people.
Well, it's perfect for the nameless, faceless people out there.
Yes. Yes.
The brave ones.
Yeah.
The brave people
Well,
that never show their face.
They I read some of the ones for me as well.
Oh,
I don't have them in front
tags?
of me. Yeah, like I don't know how to do it now, but they're really funny. Some of them chinless,
Yeah.
fucking meat tits. Just things that nobody will ever Google.
So yeah, hair plugs was one of mine. Follically challenged. God, what they just some real awful things about racism. It's just really horrid.
Hey, what's the best one for you? What do you have for your phone? I have Tweety.
Oh, what do I have for my phone?
Oh, there's a million of them.
Can you see who follows you?
Yeah, I'm using Tweety also.
No, but how do you do it in order on Tweety? You can't.
I don't know.
Opie, how do you see who's following you alphabetically?
I don't know.
The search feature.
No,
I don't
not
know.
so much. I don't know. I got to look at what you're using, off air, and we can figure it out for
Opie,
you.
I use
Make it a little better.
Tweety.
Tweet.
I use Tweety.
All right, we're going to have more of intern David's reviews of his fellow interns, but first.
I just read Jimmy's.
What does it say?
My vegetable omelet looks like something out of a Planned Parenthood dumpster. And there's a quaint little picture of it.
It's fucking revolting.
A cute little pic.
But I can't stop eating it.
Oh, shit.
I got a great picture coming up soon with a nice little caption.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It'll be up in a few minutes.
Did you tweet
on Opie
something?
Radio.
Tweet.
I'm tweeting my ass off.
I knew everybody would jump on this bandwagon when I started talking about it. Though. I'm like, I'm like, as soon as I mentioned Twitter, I'm like, the whole fucking crew's going to be on it.
Give these asses more fodder that I don't do shit.
Fodder.
Fucking asshole. Peeping Tom.
What?
In the year 2009, I can't believe this Peeping Tom hack you're about to listen to.
Just go to Voyeur Cam.
Huh?
Just go to a Voyeur Cam.
We got a Peeping Tom hack. Listen to this.
Yeah.
It is a bit odd.
Odd because of what this man is accused of doing with a camera and a shoe, and where he's accused of doing it. Inside this popular surf shop on Atlantic Boulevard. Police say Jeffrey Polizzi went into Aqua East and tried to take pictures of women while they were trying on bikinis.
The subject put his shoe underneath the women's dressing room door. She noticed it, grabbed his arm, and he took off running.
That's right, and a total of 3 women told investigators it happened to them. The police report says one victim said while she was unclothed in the dressing room, she observed a black shoe extended into the dressing room. And shockingly saw...
What a hack!
She's getting ready, and she sees his shoe. She goes, "Is that a shoe?" There's no noise on my iPhone.
No, it doesn't click.
I thought it made the click sound.
No clicks.
No.
And shockingly saw there was a camera attached to the tongue of the suspect's right shoe.
It was a Polaroid.
Right?
The big duct taped around his shoe. The gunpowder flash from the 1800s.
Jesus.
What an asshole.
And shockingly saw there was a camera attached to the tongue of the suspect's right shoe. That's right, the tongue of the shoe. How
That's
much,
right.
you ask, was Polizzi able to take pictures?
Cut out about a 2-inch hole to use putting the camera in. It is unusual. It's the only one that I know of around.
And after he was caught, police say he confessed to the crime, telling them he had concealed a digital camera in his shoe with only the lens exposed through a hole he cut in the tongue. And he attempted to photograph nude females. No one at Aqua East wanted to talk on camera, but told me the incident was certainly bizarre, and they're glad the alleged perpetrator was caught and put behind bars for voyeurism.
Jesus.
Shoe mirrors, shoe mirrors. What the fuck is he? You know, you could get a little camera.
Right. And you
gotta have to get a digital camera and cut a big hole in the tongue of your shoe.
Well, and you got to put it in the tip of your shoe.
Yeah, you put it in the tip so you don't have to stick your whole leg in there.
Right.
That's hilarious.
Dunce.
He put it on his knee.
What a hack.
He fucking flipped or he hit the button with a string attached to his dick, and when it twitched, it would take a picture.
What a hack. It's in the tongue?
Yeah.
Got to stick that whole thing on
And a
there.
2-inch hole cut in the tongue for the lens?
Right.
That's fucking, it's 2009. You could get a camera, a pinhole camera, stuck in the toe of your shoe, and no one would know the better.
Yeah. Fast Freddy, some dickhead just got caught in a Starbucks in New York yesterday doing the same thing. We have that story?
Where was he doing it, though?
The dummy filmed himself positioning a camera behind a shitter.
Oh, see, that's fucking...
That's stupid.
What do you got to do? Then you got to retrieve it.
Right. You don't want to retrieve.
Something you never retrieve. Once you go back to the scene of the crime, you're screwed. I say a pinhole camera right in the tip of your boot, and you run the wire up through your pocket and have the, you could activate it through that way. And then you could just, like, put the tip of your foot. Fine.
I say you go grocery bag still.
Oh, yeah.
Grocery
the lad
bag.
Yeah,
the lad bag.
Yeah, the little grocery bag.
Oh, is that the creep that was planting the camera?
It's the probable suspect.
Oh,
really?
God, what a...
This was in
probable.
New Paltz?
That guy's a ghoul.
New Paltz, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that guy. He looks like Lennon.
He does look like...
Imagine all those pussies.
I thought you meant the old Russian leader. Looks like him, too.
He's got a little Lennon in him.
Horrid.
Imagine all those pussies.
Those
I'm gonna say
pussies.
Imagine. Just keep imagining.
Yes.
Although the Obama deception sounds like that's what they want. A new world order. No borders. Same currency. Same religion.
That's it.
You have the same religion, all the problems go away.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Well, let's try to make that happen. Yeah.
But you always fight over chicks.
There'll be different factions of the religion anyway. It's like a religion
that's
will
true.
like Jonathan was telling me about a book called like the Siege of Mecca, which is when really fucking radical Muslims in Saudi Arabia held the giant mosque hostage. 100,000 people in it. And they held 100,000 people hostage back in like 1979 around the Iran hostage.
Oof.
And there was like 20,000 killed when retaking the palace. I mean, so it's almost like they're all Muslims, and that is a no-no for any Muslim to do.
Right.
You don't kill. They say don't even kill a fucking fly in the mosque.
Yeah.
It's the holiest place in Islam, and there were some radical fucking Muslims who seized it. And they thought that Jonathan tried to explain it to me.
That's in the when you're that radical, I don't think you're really part of the religion.
Right.
Like there are some radical Christians and Catholics that do things that are completely contradictory to what the religion is supposed to be, but they in their twisted minds have interpreted it in a different way. Twisted.
Jonathan's nuts.
Yes.
When are we going to get him on the show?
Where is he right now? He went to camp. He's going to Cambodia for the weekend.
For the weekend?
Yes, he's Jonathan.
What's his weekend starts on a Wednesday?
Yeah, he's flying.
That's a nice life.
That's a mission.
It's a 20-hour
That
flight,
isn't a fucking... he's on a mission, some kind of mercenary mission.
What is he doing in Cambodia?
It's his friend's birthday party.
In Cambodia?
He's flying... Here's
Pol
what
Pot? His friend.
How does he make his money that he could just fly off to Cambodia?
I don't know. I know he's flying. It's a 20-hour flight. He goes, I think, into Hong Kong, maybe Hong Kong, or it's an Asian country.
There are no direct flights to Cambodia.
Well, it's an 18-hour flight, like an hour layover, then a 1-hour flight. He goes to dinner Thursday night. He might fly in tomorrow. He goes to dinner Thursday night in Cambodia, and the next morning, Friday morning, he gets picked up, and he goes down the river somewhere. He doesn't know where he's going. And then he comes back
down that
24
river.
hours later. And then he flies back to Los Angeles.
The river thing's I knew a guy, John O'Brien.
Yeah.
Old school. Remember John from AAF?
Uh-huh.
He did that. And you stay at tiny little hotels on the way and stuff.
Hotels?
And the hotels are like $1 a night, literally. Like, it's a ridiculous price for the hotel room. And then you jump on these lame, like, river boats and continue down. So he's just doing 24 hours down one of the rivers?
He's going to the party, though. Like,
I'll get you down that river, young captain.
Pick up that boat and drop it right where you like it. He's getting picked up. It's for his friend's party. He just doesn't know where on the river they're taking him. And then he's coming back. 24 hours later, he's going to get drunk and punch a mirror and bloody up his hands.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's going to Cambodia for the weekend.
For literally 2 days.
And then he'll fly back. Yeah, it's a 20-hour flight.
So he's leaving today or tomorrow?
The way it goes is you lose a day when you go, but you gain a day when you come back. Some bizarre...
So why don't you just call the whole thing off?
I couldn't agree more. I don't know why he's doing it.
That scene in Apocalypse where Duvall fucking launches a rocket, blows some shit up, and then just takes a sip off his coffee cup.
Yeah. Wow.
Put that pontoon right up her ass.
Yeah.
Did he get all his shots?
I'm sure he's had them. He's been everywhere in the world.
Probably, yeah.
He's fearless.
Probably just, gets shots for breakfast.
That's crazy stuff.
It's cool stuff,
Cambodia.
Though.
Dude, he's been
wouldn't do that?
all over.
I don't know. I'm frightened.
Of what? The flight? I'd be scared of the 20-hour flight.
No,
landing.
I'd be
there. I'd be into it big time.
I wouldn't be able to distinguish. See, with him, he's probably has an instinct about people from traveling so much. Me, I would just be like the mark. You just look at me and go, "Oh, there's the American that we can kidnap and hold for hostage, for ransom, or just murder, rob." Whatever.
He loves Indonesia, which is like 90-something% Muslim. Jonathan goes to some fucking hardcore areas, man.
But
he loves it.
Is it hardcore Muslims, though?
Oh, yeah.
Because I was lucky enough to be in Istanbul for a couple days, and it's 90-something% Muslim, but it was the good kind. For real.
The not chop your head off kind.
Yeah. I mean, every once in a while you would see one, and they would point out that's a radical Muslim or whatever. But for the most part, they were pretty regular to me.
Holding a head in his hand.
Yeah, exactly.
See, they're hard to pick out, but if you look closely,
they're the ones with bowling bags because they're carrying their latest victim around. Yeah, but Istanbul was amazing.
I'm sure it's been
a lot of beggars though. You can't walk down the street without like someone grabbing at you.
Is that what they call him there? Okay. I'm sorry.
When he comes back, I told him he's got to come on.
He's got to start doing the show. He got to really get into that mind of his.
You should have him come in because he's an odd guy.
He's all bag too, right?
I don't know what I'll tweet that big fucking bulge. Me and Florentine are obsessed.
Yeah. He's got a huge something going on in front.
It's a young Thailand boy.
We don't know what it is.
Shoved down the front of his jeans.
It's awful.
He's got to kind of spread his legs when he sits because you're like, why are you noticing his back? You can't help it.
I showed my girlfriend, and she was like, "Oh my god!" She couldn't stop looking.
Right? He couldn't stop.
He positions himself because he has to get himself comfortable, and it's just all bag.
Does he take a lot of pictures when he goes to these places?
He's the iPhone kid.
Is he?
Yeah.
Dude, we saw a picture, I think it was after Norton was on Letterman, he was showing his latest trip. It was some tiny little African country. And he's watching a parade for the local king, and it looked like Idi Amin on the back of a truck. And I'm like, well, this guy's, and everyone's carrying guns, and I'm like, what are you doing?
This is great. I love a parade.
In the middle of nowhere, in the middle of Africa somewhere.
They could just shoot him and let him rot there, and no one would know anything.
He's obsessed with Idi Amin. And when you go to his office, there's a photo of Jonathan shaking hands with Fidel Castro. And
it's an easy picture to get.
And some very powerful showbiz people with him. And and there's also a fake autograph. He fake autographs Idi Amin pictures. He'll send them to me. Like once in a while, I'll get a gift, and it's a fake autograph Idi Amin picture. I told you it was his friend Tom's birthday, so he wanted to get him something cool. So he bought Noriega's biography, and he sent it to Noriega in jail, and Noriega inscribed it. Jonathan is the greatest gift giver.
How does he know all that stuff? How to get Noriega's autograph?
He just sent it to him.
All right, it ain't happening if we do it.
If you send a book to Noriega when he was in jail,
right?
He probably could get it signed. It takes a while, but he got it done.
Didn't he get out, Noriega?
He might be somewhere else now,
I don't know.
Wow. Well, we'll have to get him in here.
He's a fascinating guy. He's terrible at the day-to-day stuff. Like, he's the one that went to Leno with me, and he, he was like, I'll have a Starbucks for you. Like, the little things that you need, and he shows up. I'm like, is there a Starbucks? He goes, okay, we'll send someone. It's like, he's just, all right. He's a fucking scatterbrained boob.
Just safaring idiot.
Yeah, he really is he's a khaki-wearing zilch.
I love the guy.
He's great, dude. He's
got to get like a tailor, though, because, regular pants just don't fit him.
Big potato. His Elephant Man head-sized bulge.
You need someone to give him a little room in front. Yeah. That's all. That's all he needs. He doesn't wear flood pants or anything like that. The waist is is fine, but he's got something that we need to know about.
And he can talk to anybody. He's one of those interesting guys.
Oh yeah.
Like when because Lemmy's a hard guy to talk to in the dressing room. Because you know what I mean. He's a quiet dude. He drinks. Jonathan and him they just rapped about World War II. I mean, he can talk about fucking anything with anybody. He'd be actually a good interviewer if he wasn't such a psychopath.
Yeah, we'll get him on because we've talked about him way too much with no payoff.
Yeah, none.
The listeners have never heard his voice or never heard one of his stories ever. But we'll do that. Hey, we got an update on the chimp attack.
The chimp attack?
Remember the chimp attack?
Yeah.
We got an update today.
Sound like you said the chip attack. I'm like, wait a minute, what happened?
The chimp attack. This is the latest info on that.
$50 million. That's how much the family of a Connecticut woman mauled by a chimpanzee wants in damages, filing a lawsuit.
Dude, as soon as I heard this story, I'm thinking of my own family. I'm like, God, who would I sacrifice in a chimp attack so the family gets $50 million?
50 mil for a chimp attack.
Would you allow this to happen to one of your brothers or sisters?
Let's see, nuclear family. Some of the periphery.
Yeah, I would go with there's an ant, no problem.
Yeah.
I would push her right in front of the chimp.
Yeah.
$50 million. I'd put on a chimp outfit and bite my mother's face off. You don't need these lips, do you? 70. Couldn't be blowing that anymore.
Oh, Christ.
Just spit in your hand, give him a hand job, let him look at the bank balance.
Jimmy, I can't believe you just did that brilliant little bit there without your intro. That's not.
Oh my
what's wrong
God!
with you?
Jimmy needs an intro.
Yeah, we got your intro finally.
I'd like to hear my intro. I don't feel it's being properly.
Yeah.
And Jay, he's the most successful late night talk show host. So if he's saying we're the most successful satellite radio show, it's got to be true, right?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And by the way, that was not a request I put into Jay. Could you say that?
No.
He came into the dressing room and he goes, "All right, so He goes, "Hey, bring out most successful show." It was like as casually as he would have said, "Okay, so plays all the clubs and colleges." I mean, honest to God, that was not something I requested, which just means that whatever reason that he has, it's just come to him through like the natural process, which is kind of nice.
He just knows it as being true.
Yeah,
that's all.
That's it. That's how
Beautiful.
it works.
Because you can't lie on late night TV.
No, oh my God,
Don't
it's
get
against
you
the
for
law.
that. You know, it's a show that Obama's going on Thursday, so it's got some credibility too. So,
would Obama go on a show where the host lied? No, he'd be embroiled in scandal.
Absolutely,
love of God.
Absolutely.
Me and Julia Louis-Dreyfus though were both fucking in the break. That's why
You were
I
both
mentioned
fucking.
Yes, we were. And she was yelling how much she used to make a week, and I was yelling about Lucky Louie. It was really hot. No, she was. We were both fucking talking in the break, and I was like, you believe Obama's going to be sitting in this chair that it's kind of, and she's like, I know, like she felt the same way.
Yeah.
That's
and
pretty cool.
when we came back, I had to do that fist pump joke. We were 30 seconds or 40 seconds short.
Right.
So I did the fist joke, and then I was going to mention Obama being there, but it sounded like I was just groveling when I went, I'm starstruck to be in this chair, but I was going to do a joke.
Yeah.
But he had to get to the thing, so that's why I looked like I was just praising Obama being there. It sounded like I was stating a fact.
You were just setting up something nice.
Nothing terrible. I was just
No,
going
I
to thank
gotcha.
Obama for switching days with me because I couldn't make Thursday.
Oh, see that's very good.
Yeah, I was going to thank him for.
And what is Leno doing? He's always giving back to the people. He's doing free shows, right?
He's doing it's a stimulus package thing. He's doing Detroit because Detroit's a terribly poor area right now.
Is it?
It really is.
Jesus Christ.
He's doing the Palace. He's doing a free show. 18,000 seats. He's got 3 shows. Completely tickets are gone. He added a 4th show. He's making no money. It's free. He goes, you don't have to be unemployed if you're having a tough time. And then he hooked up with Pepsi, and they're giving out some free beverages and a free little snack. It's just a way to give people a comedy show for free, which I think is a great idea. And he was just praising Pepsi for giving out the free drinks, which is smart for them.
Right. Yeah, sure.
And he did because the eBay tickets, someone was selling them for $800, and he said, "Look, just please take those off eBay. This is not about making money."
Nice.
Fucking people are amazing.
They really are.
Just opportunistic.
But he's just, he guy makes enough money. He's just a nice dude.
Yeah.
He never, lost where he came from.
Dude, he's fucking guy's a monster in the
Knows
ratings.
exactly where he came from.
No one saw this coming. No one saw him being this big after this long.
Well, we were lucky to meet him. He was so down to earth and just like a nice. You felt like you were just hanging out with a dude. No ego, nothing.
Yeah, he really made it his own. I mean, come on, you're fucking stepping in for Carson.
Yeah.
Like shit. And now, it's his show. It's Jay's show.
Yep.
It's not, you don't think, oh, wow, remember Johnny Carson doing that? That seems like a lifetime ago.
You believe he's been there 16 years?
Holy shit, it was.
1993.
Wow.
16 fucking years, man. Like when 9/11 happened, how long ago that was? He was there 8 years already.
Wow.
Like that's how when you make a...
Bothers me is that 8 years just went by real fast.
I know.
Though.
Oh, yeah.
The 9/11 to now. Wow.
Certainly did.
That seems like yesterday.
I know.
All right, the chimp attack. So this is the latest info.
$50 million. That's how much the family of a Connecticut woman mauled by a chimpanzee wants in damages, filing a lawsuit against the primate's owner. A relative of 55-year-old Charlotte Nash filed the suit in Connecticut against Sandra Harold. The lawsuit accuses Harold of negligence and recklessness, saying she owned a wild animal with violent propensities, lacking the skill, strength, and experience to subdue the chimpanzee. Authorities say Nash lost her hands, nose, lips, and eyelids, and may be blind after the February attack. She remains in critical condition at the Cleveland Clinic. So far, Harold and her attorney are not talking about the lawsuit.
Money makes things a little easier, but in this case, do you think the $50 million makes it easier for this woman?
No way.
No way, right?
No. You'd rather be broke and have your eyelids, nose, lips, and hands, I believe.
Absolutely. Begging for change. If they gave you that option, you would be begging for change. You'd be the squeegee guy.
No eyelids, so you can't, and then you don't have hands, so you can't even squeeze Visine into your eyes, because you can't blink.
Wow. But I guess for $50 million, you get a Visine guy.
His
whole job is just to sit there and go, drop.
I want to invent a gadget for people that have been attacked by chimps where it's just 2 tubes that go into your eyes and then little squirty things in your shoes. So as you walk, it just squirts Visine into your fucking dried out prune eyes.
Dude, how is she going to keep her vision with eyelids?
I know, right?
It's a major fucking problem.
Yeah,
Even
you
with
need
hands,
to
you couldn't
moisten
do it all
those
the
things.
time.
Yeah, I know, right? You're just constantly with your head back high. How you doing?
It takes her 3 hours to drive to the store. Stop, drip, drop, drive. Stop, drip, drop.
I know. You leave your eyes open too long and they just dry out. What kind of design is that?
Fuck that. I wouldn't want to live that way. Like,
terrible.
I don't know. Why would people go on? Why would you go on after that? What is the reason?
The old lust for life thing. What is she going to do?
Yeah, let's do a little lust for life, man.
She could go to the planet of people that have been chewed up by apes. She could hang out with the guy. You know, it's like a Twilight Zone episode where they send all the ugly people to live by themselves, and it turned out that the ugly people were actually people that looked normal.
Right.
And the planet was like, a fucked up pig face looking people.
That was the Munsters thing.
Yeah, right.
What's her name? Was a dog, remember?
Yeah, they used to make fun of
Evelyn? No.
Yeah, what the fuck was her name?
Marilyn.
Right,
I got it.
Yeah, they talk about like, oh, good, Marilyn's got a date tonight. Oh, good, finally, because she's so homely. Yeah, they were talking about how ugly Marilyn was.
She was a hot piece of ass.
Dude, take your fingernails, take your thumb and your middle finger, and just like put them against your thumb and dig your nails into your thumb, just like a little bit into your thumb.
Ow!
Imagine a chimp's teeth sinking into that and just biting it. Like how much that would hurt
Oh, that's gotta hurt.
to have your fingers bitten off by a sloppy, angry monkey.
Yeah, and
10 of them.
It's not like a nice, clean wound. He's tearing it off the bone.
Unbelievable. Is this going to do some vocals for us? Or is this the loop? Are we looping?
This is what they did the voiceover for the cruise line.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, cruise music.
Yeah, I think that's it.
All right, why don't we play this out a little bit? We'll be back with more. Now I'm talking over the vocals. Now it's not working.
That's all right.
Yeah. All right, a little lust for life. When we come back, intern David continues his reviews of his fellow interns.
GTO, wear a uniform, a line of government loan. I'm worth $1 million in prizes. Yeah, I'm through with sleeping on the sidewalk. No more beating my brains. No more beating my brains. With liquor and drugs. With liquor and drugs. Well, I'm just a modern guy. Of course I've had it in my ear before. Could have lost for life. Could have lost for life. I got love for life. Got love for life. Oh, love for life.
Opie and Anthony. Jim Norton, back from L.A. Must suck. You do Leno and then back to this, huh?
I'd like to
kind of
speak
a
for a
drop
second.
off. Oh, you want your intro first?
I have something
Jimmy?
I'd like to say.
Pretty amazing. It really is. Yes,
you.
Jimmy.
I would have red-eyed back, actually, to do the live show. I debated that, but we were delayed anyway because of a mechanical problem. But the problem is you land so close to, like, actually after the show has started, and then if there's any delay, and plus the St. Pat's Day, I'm like, I could just wind up flying all night and getting in like 9:30 in the morning.
They said medical. They said medical. What's mechanical?
Well, in the morning when I left, we had I'd say about an hour delay, but it was a fuel door that wouldn't close. So there was a woman pilot. And they backed us into the thing.
Holy Jesus, you had all the features.
They
Huh?
just fixed it. Yeah, it was no big
The
deal.
chick pilot, the leaky fuel, what?
Oh, my God.
I know.
But they lost the gas cap to your plane?
I know. But don't worry, folks. I tweeted it. Tweet.
Let's do a little tweet song for everybody. For all our Twitterers out there.
Everyone's tweeting.
The mechanical thing, they tell you?
Yeah. She's like, it's just a fuel door that won't close, which
that-
didn't sound bad.
That's 6 hours
Fuel
of
door that won't close doesn't sound bad? Anything with fuel doesn't sound good.
He's making it sound like it's a little gas cap.
Yeah, that's
that
it.
needs to
Easy.
be tightened.
I wasn't nervous at all. I mean, when they pulled it back in.
You're way better than me, man.
Well, she said she came back on. She goes, all right, it's all fixed. It was just a spring.
Is it? But you're wondering the whole time, is it? While you're in the air.
Plugged it up with one of my tampons and we'll be taking off shortly. Fuck that.
Now, she said it was a spring, and they just replaced the spring, and it's fine. At least, but I like the fact that she was informing us. Because
Yeah.
if it was obviously the fuel door wasn't fixed, she's not going to take off. It's United Airlines.
But I don't get. See, the pilots understand how safe flying is. The passengers, I don't give a shit. They don't understand.
Well.
And they never will understand.
They want to feel safe.
Right. So if there's a mechanical issue that the pilot knows is so fixable and so no big deal crap, don't tell us. Say, oh, you know what? I ordered some takeout, and I'm just waiting. They're a little behind because the airport is a little busy. Like, come up with something else.
Yeah.
Don't tell me there's a mechanical issue. Don't.
Then when you see the guys coming to the fuselage with the old truck with the tools, then what?
You just say something like someone's bag, last-minute bag.
Last-minute bag, they're putting it on with a wrench.
Well, only a couple people see the guy with the wrench going, well, I hope this will work.
The hell is that? You're just hearing he's hitting something.
And the other thing, I think they should force pilots to talk the entire flight, even if it's a little puddle jump from here to Rochester.
Yeah.
Get on the mic a bunch of times. You're bored up there anyway, and go, look, the bumps that, you're all thinking that we're going to plummet to our death. This is very
Well,
normal.
maybe you shouldn't put it like that.
But it's very normal, and it's no big deal.
It's like bumps in the road.
That's what they should say,
It's like
though.
waves on the ocean.
They sort of say ahead of time sometimes, but during it, go, look, yeah, it's a little rocky, huh? Enjoy.
Could have a little bumpy air.
A little choppy.
They don't. Yeah, a little choppy. They don't say turbulence anymore.
Right.
They just say we're gonna experience a little bit of chop, a little bumpy air. We've gotten some messages from planes that have already flown through this area. It's a little bumpy.
Yeah.
Is it?
As soon as you feel that
turbulence.
As soon as you feel that first bump, what do you think?
Ah! The wings
dear
are
God.
falling off.
Right.
This machine cannot take this kind of
Right.
abuse.
So talk us through it a little bit.
Yes. I'm Ted the Fearful Flyer.
Fearful flyer.
Yes, I don't like flying.
No.
I don't. Whenever there's a bump, I scream, help, we're dying. They're like, sir, we're just backing out of the gate. I'm like, how are we falling? We haven't flown yet. Help us, we're crashing, dear Jesus. I scream that about 30 or 40 times per flight. Nobody likes flying with me.
I bet.
Sometimes I'll run from the back all the way up to the front and make a duty in the first class bathroom.
You're not supposed to.
That's what they tell me. They're like, Theodore, Mr. Scheckler, return to your chair.
Mr. Scheckler, yeah.
That's not your last name.
Certainly is.
Ted Scheckler.
You've changed your last name?
I have not, Gregory. It's always been Scheckler.
Has it?
Certainly has.
They're going to challenge that on the
Yes,
message boards.
I was the Schenectady Schecklers. A long line of people who are afraid of flying.
Oh, yeah, I thought that was going to be what they were.
I flied one time, and it was very frightening.
Oh, Jesus.
And this is why we're the most successful show.
Well,
Yes! According to Joe Leno, you are.
Joe Leno.
Joe. Who's Joe Leno?
He's the host of the late program.
Flying sucks. The whole time, they're just preventing it from falling out of the sky.
Miracle.
It's just falling the entire time.
Yeah.
Fall,
They kinda just
fall.
keep it up there. Oh, the wings work. Everything works the way it's supposed to.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna do a little Rochester visit, and I don't want to fly. That stupid Sully, and then there was another one, and then half the engine falling the other day. What's going on?
Safer than driving.
I know.
So they say.
Way safer than hanging out with our animal listeners.
It's safer than driving, but yeah, you're never in your car.
But you're not
writing
thinking that.
notes to loved ones as you're crashing into something.
Right. Yeah.
Making final cell phone calls.
Right.
I've done that a few times.
Oh, you did?
Yes, I'll go, hello, Mother, it's Teddy. We're dying. And then I realize I don't have service. Sometimes I'm so frightened that I don't even dial. I just pick up the phone and shout.
Yell into it.
Mother, are you there? We're dying. It's Teddy.
He calls you Teddy? She calls you Teddy?
Yes, she calls me Teddy Boy.
Yeah.
Or Theodore when she's scolding me. Whenever I would hear, Theodore, take that out of your mouth and tell your friend to go home. I knew I was in Dutch. Sometimes I make little jokes on the plane. I've been escorted off a few times.
Oh, really?
I was going through. One time I said, 2 Jews walk into a bar. They both had bombs.
Yeah, you can't say bomb.
I didn't know that. I thought the pilot would laugh.
I bet they wanted to talk to you after that.
Sometimes I'll stand at the emergency door and go, oh, stewardess, is this the bathroom? I have to make a duty.
A lot of duties on the plane.
Yes, I get very nervous. It's liquidy, though. You never know it was duty to listen to it. You'd think it was that Wonka chocolate factory.
Oh, God. the waterfall of chocolate
Yes.
at Wonka's place?
Yes. It's like peanut water.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God. Oh, is that horrible? Peanut water.
Yeah, like a liquefied Snickers bar. Nothing solid when I'm scared on the plane.
Oh, fuck. Wow. 2 quick phone calls, then we're going to go to the intern, David. Chris in Pennsylvania. Chris.
The worst thing about flying, first, it's an honor to be on the greatest show in the history of satellite radio.
No.
When flying, when you're just flying and you have the regular noise of the outside of the, like just the plane noise, and all of a sudden it just stops.
Yep.
I would love an explanation for that. I have no idea what it is.
Do you mean when you're taking... Dude, this is what scares me. You're taking off, and then you feel like you've dropped a little bit and the noise stops.
They're pulling back on the power in the engines, but they don't explain that because these, right, Ant? The engines have gotten way more powerful.
Is that what it is? Or what I always
That's
know is
what I think.
No, it feels like that. It's the cabin pressure changing, because it's like, and it feels like they've dropped off the engines.
You hear that?
Yeah, but then all of a sudden it's, and that's because the cabin pressure has changed, and you can't quite hear as much. The engines are actually getting, you're actually thrusting more, picking up speed.
You know, the airlines are all looking for customers, right? Yeah. It's very competitive. I would go on TV with a commercial, JetBlue or whoever, and go, you know, our latest feature, the pilots talk you through the entire procedure of flying.
Yeah, they do cut back on the throttle after you get up to the pattern where you then can depart the airport, because you don't just take off and keep going and climb up. You get up to a certain altitude, and then you got to stay in the pattern and then fly out depending on which way you're going. So they cut back on that. The flaps come up because the flaps are down for takeoff position, and the landing gear, everybody knows that clunk sound that is.
The point is, you know all that. You're a good flyer. You understand what it's all about.
Yeah.
Us idiots were like, what the fuck does this mean?
What is that noise?
What is that?
Unless you're hearing a loud bang followed by vibrations, you're okay.
You don't want to.
You don't want to ever hear like a Like that's bad.
What is that?
That's probably.
What does that mean?
That's probably some turbine blades that have said, "I'm tired, I'm stressed and sleepy, and I'm leaving these other blades."
How about they explain why the wings flap a lot?
You should see what they can do, though.
I've seen
in
the
wind
videos.
tunnels.
Yeah, they can almost touch each other.
Almost touch it. It's amazing.
I've seen all that.
They
But
can
still.
bend because they're connected. It's not. People think there's two wings on a plane. It's one wing. It goes right through the fucking the spars for those things go right through the middle of the plane, and the fuselage actually sits on the wing.
That's not true, Anthony.
Oh, no,
you don't know what you're talking about. I watched a program once. It was called How to Make Planes and Fly. I think. Yes, it's a Velcro concoction. There are many different wings. They try not to have birds walk on them because the Velcro goes.
Velcro.
Yes.
That wouldn't be too.
Hey, more phone calls coming in. By the way, if you call on the Opie and Anthony show, can you please ask if you're talking to the most successful? Most successful?
Wait, was it
Hey,
most
what is-
successful?
Oh, well, we might have to play it again because now we got to make sure we get this right.
Yeah.
Hold on a minute.
Popular show in the history
of satellite radio.
Satellite radio.
So please ask if you're listening. If you're, what am I trying to say? I'm having a rough one today, and I didn't
Am
even drink
I
yesterday.
calling in
Yes,
to
go
the
ahead.
most popular radio show
In the history of satellite radio.
Satellite radio show?
Okay, and if you don't get that right, because I can't,
Yeah.
we're gonna hang up on you. Let's say hi to Chris. Chris.
Yeah.
Hey there, Chris.
Hi, Chris.
What's up?
Hi, Chris.
Hey, guys. I was just calling in to let you guys know there's a noise abatement procedure outside Newark Airport. I don't know about other airports, but pilots are required to
It was
throttle
on a
back
delay.
immediately
Perhaps he didn't
take off
hear it.
and
Well,
cut
we'll
sharp either
cut 'em some
north
slack.
or south to
Yeah.
continue their flight pattern because all the neighborhoods complain about the noise.
So they cut back on the throttle because of the neighborhood
Yep.
and the noise complaints. All right. Thank you, sir. Let's go to Kevin in Philly. Kevin.
Yes. Am I speaking to the most popular satellite radio program in the history of satellite radio?
You most certainly are.
Thank God I'm not the only
Holy
one.
shit. I just want to call you guys dumbasses. You know that noise you hear?
Yeah.
And then it's quiet? That's the landing gear.
No, we know the
we're
landing
talking
gear,
about
dude.
the engine noise. You hear like a wah sound when you take off.
Yeah.
And the engines are really cranking. And then they cut back on them, and Jimmy said, the pressure. I'm wondering about that. I don't
Cabin
know.
pressure. Yeah, you feel the cabin. Shh. And then all of a sudden, if you listen,
I like that.
you can still hear the engines going
Yeah.
strong.
Sounds a little lower.
It's
though.
harder,
Yeah.
harder to hear the engines.
That's when you hear
Yeah.
the wind going
Getting
over the
at.
plane more.
Oh, God.
Because that's all it is.
Yeah.
Because they said they could make flying silent. Where you don't hear the engines at all.
Silent but deadly.
Oh, that's the kind of farts I caught.
Yes, of course.
That's when I used to break wind. They would say the one who smelt it dealt it. Well, the one who denied it supplied it. We had a bunch of them.
I bet.
Yeah.
That's a scream.
My mother's favorite thing was say, "Oh, Theodore, did somebody come in your bottom again? Did somebody put ejaculate in your Heidi?"
What's wrong with you? Dan in PA. Dan?
Hey, guys.
It's good info. Go ahead, Dan.
I just wanted to call to say I am so privileged to be listening to the most famous radio show in the history of satellite radio.
Or
close
popular.
enough.
Because now I'm starting to get it. It's the most popular radio
I
show.
just wanted to inform you, fancy gentlemen,
In the
that
history of
if
satellite
you are
radio.
privileged enough to fly United Airlines, you can listen in to the pilots as they talk to all the radio towers.
Oh, that's right.
See, I would like that a lot. I would be one of those guys. I would enjoy that. Absolutely.
And I have yet to hear a, "Oh, shit, we can't," and then click.
Right. Oh, yeah, that could be the worst. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, that's gotta suck.
Maybe I shouldn't listen to that stuff. Because there's some pilot, because they're bored like anybody that has a job for
Yeah.
too long. And they're probably like, all right, watch this.
Yeah.
There's someone out there and they're listening to this.
I'm going to scare him.
Watch this.
Bah, just a little bit. I give him a little fucking ass.
You want to go back to David? David!
David!
If you guys are just tuning in, it's working very well so far. We got intern David. Remember, intern David.
Yes.
giving his fellow interns reviews today, right, David?
That's correct.
And I heard you were holed up for the last hour, kind of working on, your reviews, eating by yourself. Why was he eating by himself, Sam?
Don't want to eat with.
Well, because the interns are now jockeying for position with David because none of them want to be the one who gets fired, and they all want a positive review.
Right.
So, I mean, we all felt that his judgment would be clouded.
Yeah.
If all the interns try to suck up now, it's not really fair.
Gotcha. So there's going to be a celebrity apprentice ending to this whole thing today.
Yes, one intern will be fired today by David.
You're going to play the part of Donald Trump later there, David.
Okay.
That's a big one.
Yes, it is.
You're comfortable with that?
Sure I am, yes. I can do it.
Let me see your shoes.
He's got nice shoes?
I don't know.
Very dressy?
You didn't really shine them up or anything, did you?
No, I didn't.
It's kind of...
They're dirty, yeah.
What's wrong with the tip of that one? You've been kicking walls?
It's very dirty, yes.
Those are the shoes of a working man.
Oh, is that it, Sam? Yes, I knew Sam would have something. And are you wearing white socks with those on?
Yes, that's true.
Black shoes and dark pants?
Yes.
Oh, boy.
All right.
Why?
That's some demerits. You know that, right, David?
Just, commenting.
Yeah,
They're cuffed very nicely, though.
It is a demerit, yes.
All right.
Didn't have any dress socks at home?
I do have dress socks, but I didn't wear them.
You have nice knobby ankles.
He's bummed at himself now.
I know.
Why'd you do that, Ed?
I love devastating this kid.
You just devastated
Well,
him.
who cares? He's got... What? You know what?
He was shaking his head like, oh, you're right.
Great way to suck up to David. How about somebody spiffs those shoes up for him?
Oh, I like it.
Why don't we get someone to polish the boss's shoes?
I like that.
Fucking shine box.
Yeah.
How about we get some shoe polish and somebody polishes the boss's shoes?
Shoes.
That'd be nice.
During the break, we'll do that. David, who's coming in next for their review?
Okay, getting back to the reviews, we're going to have intern Scott.
Intern Scott. As Scott makes his way in, by the way, remember we were figuring out the Terminator Weird Science thing with Bill Paxton?
Yeah.
Terminator came out before Weird Science. I did not know that.
I was going to say that, but I wasn't sure. Yeah.
I really thought
Weird Science came out first.
All right. Back to David and intern Scott. Another guy deciding not to dress up for the big review there, David.
Yeah.
Yes, that's true.
And do you want to tell everyone out there in Radio Land who Scott is? Remind them.
Yes. This is intern Scott. He is currently an intern for the Opie and Anthony radio show.
Yep. Yeah.
He is 39 years old.
Right.
He is married, and he has 2 kids.
Right.
That's a problem right there in and of itself.
Oh, why is that a problem, David?
Getting off to a bad start here.
It's a problem because not only does he have what I just mentioned, he had a very successful career, and he quit his career to come intern for free. He was making good, decent money to support his family and his wife, and now he's doing an internship for free.
I can go back to that career at any moment if I felt like it, though.
He has a trade to fall back on.
I pay my dues yearly, so I am in good standings with the union.
How are you making money right now?
My wife is making money right now.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Oh, David's like, oh, okay. Oy vey.
Yes, Dave, we didn't move into a refrigerator box when I quit the local. We have a house and stuff.
Oh, okay.
My kids have beds and stuff.
Now, yes, but to Scott's defense, most people, I would imagine, who are in Scott's situation, quitting their job, have kids, older, would probably, after 1 week, realize what a dumb idiot they were and would go back to their paying jobs. Scott has decided to stay around at this unpaid internship, work for free. I commend him. I commend him for that.
So that was a compliment.
That's a compliment.
Okay,
I commend you for doing
I
that.
didn't really take it that way, but I appreciate it.
Because I thought that after a couple...
What happened?
Headphones just went off.
Oh, they went off?
He's losing his mind.
I thought that...
He can't handle it. It's so funny. This is so funny.
Okay.
Apparently, David's headphones are cutting in and out, and he can't just go with it.
I can't do it.
Everything has to be lined up perfectly for this
Oh,
kid.
I know.
I think we're making that perfectly clear for everybody out there. One little thing goes wrong, and he just
I'm sorry, I couldn't do it. The headphones were fucking up.
Are they all right now?
Fine.
Hello?
That's good. David, you don't have to pack, David.
Oh, yeah.
You need that.
Okay, so I'll just do without this.
Yeah. Okay, you could hear us? No, I'm serious, because you're over there. You can still hear us?
Yes, I can hear.
All right, go ahead.
So the point I was trying to make was that Scott did not quit this internship and go home to his kids and try to make money. He stuck it out, and that's a good thing. I commend Scott for that.
Okay.
But how about his performance on the job, though, David?
The performance on his job is actually really commendable.
Oh.
I commend Scott.
Thank you, David.
If I may say, I know we haven't gotten to all the interns yet. You haven't heard my reviews, but I think Scott is one of the best interns of all the interns.
A shining star?
Wow. He may just be. He's one of the best of all the interns.
Thank you, David. I'm glad to hear that.
Because there are some interns here that are lazy and are complaining a lot.
All right, wait. Now, what would you say? Let's go. Who's the lazy, complaining intern?
We might be getting to
Let's
him.
just say we haven't gotten to that intern yet.
Okay.
I'm not going to name any names.
Okay, fair enough.
Nice.
And does Scott have any qualities he might need to work on? It can't be all roses.
Well,
it could be, Jim.
Well, one of the reasons why it's so good is because Scott is not, complaining. He's not, exaggerating or saying that he's not he's tired. What Scott is doing is trying to take it all in with his internship and observe all the different aspects of a radio program. And when someone tells Scott to do something, he doesn't question them or complain or say, I don't want to do this. He goes ahead and he does it.
Do you think I'm kind of shocked that David's pretty much right on the money on this one. So he's been watching me for the last 4 months.
I've been
a lot
watching
closer
Scott.
than I
He goes
thought
ahead
he's
and
been.
does it. Like, Kenny always tells Scott to go on runs. And Scott's in the middle of doing the production work for Eric. And Scott will just be like, okay, and he'll leave what he's doing for Eric, and he'll go do something that Kenny told him to do.
Do you consider yourself like a mentor for Scott?
Definitely, yes.
Good.
Scott, like some other interns I've seen say, I can't do this, I'm doing something else. I can't do a second thing. Scott will be like, okay, drop his things, and he'll go do what Kenny tells him to do.
And then come back and finish
what I
stopped.
and finish what's left. Yes.
Interesting.
So Scott is a very good person, and he's taking it all in. I like Scott a lot. He's one of the best. I think he might be the best intern of all the interns.
Oh, wow. So he's not getting fired today.
No, and I want people to know out there that just because you're 39 years old and you have 2 kids and you quit your job doesn't mean you can't succeed in this business. You can do it. If you're older and you have the heart and you want to quit your job, go ahead and do it. You can do it.
Thank you very
Scott
much.
is living proof.
What you're saying is the
Doesn't
outward...
mean you can't get coffee for a radio show host.
Right.
And do a damn good job at it, too.
Yeah. And you don't even have to be 39. Maybe if you're 50, you could do it.
Are you saying despite all outward appearances that he's a failure, he's actually doing well?
No, I'm not saying that. There's no appearances.
Okay.
I mean, he's not dressed appropriately. He's not
David.
dressed appropriately for the interview.
Not at all.
I think it's
Not at
time.
all.
I think it's time for his grade because we got 2 other guys to
we
get
got
to,
2 other guys.
and you really love this kid. Obviously.
I love this kid a lot. He's a really good guy.
This kid.
I mean,
little fist bumps they just did.
Sometimes he can joke around a little bit.
Right.
You know.
Well, it is the Opie and Anthony show. It's a comedy show.
Yeah, sometimes he jokes
I
around
think
a little
joking
bit.
would be
when-
acceptable.
Yeah,
But
sure.
other than that, he's a really good guy.
A little too much joking, though.
A little too much joking, yes.
Okay.
All right.
So
his grade. Go ahead.
I'm really on the fence between 2 things. I mean,
it's up to you.
can I do it?
Yeah.
I don't know if I can do it. Should I really do it?
Do it.
Do it.
Okay. Scott, your grade is A-.
Wow.
A-.
Extremely happy with that grade. Extremely happy.
A-.
Wow.
A-. This is a guy right here. He's don't be fooled by his age.
No, we wouldn't be.
Yes.
Look at him. Who's being tricked?
Not fooling anybody.
Right.
This guy has some.
He's got gray hair. We're not fooled.
Yes. Just because you have gray hair doesn't mean you can quit your job.
I
And
understand
You can do
that,
it.
David.
Yeah.
Well, David, of course.
Yes.
All right. Very good.
Scott is the best intern of all.
We like Scott as well.
Sorry, Paul.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh boy. All right. Let's move on.
Wait, no. Scott has to say 30 seconds about me. Remember?
Oh, that's right.
Well,
Okay, sure.
Opie, come on. What are you doing?
I'm sorry.
Jesus. Thank God for David.
My grade is getting lowered here. All right, Scott, go ahead.
Well, it's hard to complain about an A-. That's a pretty damn good grade.
Yep.
I'd like to know maybe what I could do to maybe bump that to an A and maybe even an A+ in the last maybe 6 weeks before the internship is over. So I maybe let me know what I could do better.
Ooh.
I mean, feel like I'm getting the breakfast well. Opie's breakfast comes in every
You
3
certainly
days
are.
a week, very good. I get Anthony's breakfast every day, very well.
Which is why
I get Jimmy's coffee 3 days a week, very well.
Which is why when Kenny asks me who should go get Anthony's breakfast, who
choose
should do
me
this, I
right away.
choose Scott out of all the other interns. Yes.
Oh, all right.
Fantastic.
Because I know he'll do a good job. Yes.
What could he do to get an A? Make it quick though, because we got 2 other guys.
Yeah,
to get
I
to.
don't.
A little less joking around, maybe?
a little less joking around.
Okay.
A little less joking around during times of when we're doing important work.
Okay.
All right, there you go.
I could be more serious.
Be a little more serious, but
all right.
But you're doing well as it is, Scott.
Thank you very much.
You have nothing to worry about.
Let's move on to David here. David, who's the next one?
Okay. The next we have intern Matt.
Oh, by the way, as intern Matt comes in, Kent the movie guy, he's right. Opie, Scott's the first intern to be older than the host, right? I mean, you're just out of college. It's a little weird to have an intern that's actually older than you.
That is weird.
Wow, what the fuck did you do?
Holy shit.
It's a visual, but this kid used to look like
Mason Reese hair.
Mason Reese hair, Jack Osborne.
Yes.
He looked like some of the show dogs that were running around Madison Square Garden recently.
There's a whole bunch of new names for Matt today.
Yeah, what's some of the new names? He cut all his hair off.
I think he looks like a young Ebert.
Young Ebert, okay.
One that had me rolling this morning. Somebody said he looked like Peter Griffin.
And obviously Michael Moore. I mean, that's the big one.
Michael Moore.
A young Michael Moore. He needs a hat.
Pal Talk's checking in with Louis Anderson.
Yeah.
Louis Anderson.
Yeah, Louis Anderson.
Wow, you look like a different person.
A chubby Mark David Chapman. Chubby Bill Gates. Teen Wolf's dad. A slim E-Rock. I think David's just dying over there.
You know what, though? If you want to see a picture of Matt, I just Twittered it.
Aww.
Tweet.
Boy, Dave.
This kid.
Yeah, wow. They a lot of people taking their little shots.
All right, go ahead, David. He's all
Matt.
yours.
Oh,
Obviously,
no.
he cut his hair.
Oh, no.
For the first time in how long?
A year.
That's no. I don't know why he got himself a haircut.
Felt like it?
I know he felt like it, but what? Can I say something right off the bat?
Yeah.
When I came in today, the interns were discussing that they were going to get reviewed by me. And this intern, Matt, here, had no clue that he was getting reviewed. He didn't know he was even getting reviewed. No idea. He didn't know.
He's not paying attention.
How did he not know?
Is he not listening to the show? Does he not pay attention? Every other intern here knew.
My XM battery died the other day, and I had to charge it. I haven't had... Good point. I forgot to check my XM Online account.
What do you think of that, David?
Yeah, David.
I don't think a bunch of excuses, huh?
I don't know if those are good excuses. You didn't even know you were getting interviewed or reviewed.
I'm sorry, I have things to do outside of the show. I really like the show, and I have things to do outside the show. I have class, I have personal responsibilities for myself aside from the show.
Ooh. Wow. David.
Whoa. Are you putting your personal responsibilities before the show?
Yes, because it's my personal life.
I don't know about this kid, to be quite honest. I really don't know.
Sounds like it,
I really
David.
don't know, Opie.
All right, go ahead. Tell us why.
It's not looking good for this kid.
Oh no.
Not at all.
All right, tell us why, David. Go ahead. The floor is yours.
Well, quite often, this kid comes into the internship complaining that he's too tired to be here.
I never say I'm too tired to be here. I say I'm tired because I sleep usually 2 hours a night.
Yes, but this internship entails you to come in around 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. What are you doing going to bed if it starts at 4:30? Why are you going to bed at 2:30?
Yep. I get up at 2:30. I go to bed at 10 o'clock at night, and sometimes I can't sleep.
Maybe you should go to bed at 8 or 7 o'clock.
I'm usually the first one here, though, unlike you, who gets here at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Whoa!
Wow, I've never seen anyone talk to like an authority figure, a boss, like this ever.
Wow.
I love it.
I don't know. Yeah, that's a good point, Anthony. He's talking back to me like that. That's not very good.
I might have to hang out with this kid. He's
So?
Go ahead, David. Continue.
I don't know. He's always complaining about something. He's tired, or he has a headache, or he doesn't feel like being here.
I never said I don't feel like being here. I love working here.
No,
I have never said one time throughout my entire internship that I don't want to be
like
here.
You kind of like, I don't know. Also, I feel like a lot of times you're lazy a lot.
Lazy?
Yes, you're always lazy, and you say sometimes that you don't want to be doing these things.
What things?
I don't know, whatever task it is.
Whenever anybody comes up with me to do something, I'm automatically on it. I start doing it no matter what it is.
That is true. You do it, but you might not necessarily do a good job or the correct job of it.
Okay. I admit my faults. I sometimes slip up, but I immediately apologize and I try to fix it.
Like the paperwork project, which is a big project right now.
What have I done wrong with that?
You have proceeded to leave the paperwork that you've done lying around the office and not filing them properly in appropriate drawers. And you have also not made it clear to us which paperwork. The papers are supposed to be scanned, and often we cannot tell which papers are scanned and which papers are not scanned.
Every paper that I've gotten, since I've been told that we have to file and scan them, I've scanned and filed them.
Then why are all
you have seen me do this.
Yes,
you standing next to me throughout the entire proceedings.
But on Tuesdays and Thursdays, when me and Paul are not here, we come back and the paperwork is lying over the path. They've been lying across the room. And
lying across the room? I don't have anything to do with that. Usually Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'm doing other work for other people who work for the show.
So
I do the paperwork.
Whose fault is it that the paperwork is
I'm not in charge of everybody else. I'm not in charge of Jill. I'm not in charge of Charlie. I'm not in charge of Evan. I'm not in charge of Scott. It's not up to me to make sure that everybody does the paperwork. I'm not the head intern.
No, so what are you saying? You're saying
that it's not on me.
Well,
it's not on me to make sure that everybody gets everything done. I see if everybody does something. If they do the paperwork, they do the paperwork.
I don't know what to... Well, a lot of times I hear the other interns complaining about you. The other interns are complaining and making fun of you all the time.
Oh, my God.
Why would they be doing that? Why would they be doing that?
Because it's fun to make fun of somebody?
Right, but you don't see
I'm an easy person to pick on?
Right, but...
I'm an easy target.
But you don't
what
see
do they make fun of him for, David? Come on.
They just make fun of him because he's always, like, not doing what he's told, or he's always screwing up, or he's making mistakes all the time, or he's lazy. I always hear these things about him.
I've never heard one complaint about me being lazy. I've heard complaints about me screwing up because my failures are quite comical. But I've never heard anything about me being lazy or anything else like that.
I don't know. I just don't know. I just don't know. There was another time, like when I was reviewing intern Evan, and I said that Evan delegated the task of cleaning the sink to you. You were told, and Kenny approved you to clean the sink, and you did a half-assed job of cleaning
half-assed job. I worked on it for almost the entire show.
Yes, you did, and then Kenny came over to me and pointed out that there were still brown spots left on the sink that you didn't clean up. There were still brown spots.
That was
left on
from
the
the
sink.
coffee pot that just got moved, and I had to clean it up.
No, I'm not talking about the coffee pot area. I'm talking about an area on the side by the sink. Kenny,
that's mold. How am I supposed to clean off mold when I'm just using Lysol wipes?
You can use
use it vigorously, but
yes, and you didn't do that. You didn't do a good job of cleaning.
Parts of the sink
and
the entire kitchenette that I have to clean.
There was also the desk in the back office.
I cleaned that desk twice throughout my entire internship.
Show me
how much stuff have you cleaned?
I haven't. If I was told to clean something, I certainly would clean it.
So if I asked you, David, I'm busy doing something for, let's just say, Eric. Okay. Would you do the favor for me of cleaning up the sink? I will pick it up later, but I'm a little busy right now.
Yes, I will. Yes, I will do that. I would.
Good to know.
Yes, it is good to know.
All right, move on, David. Let's go.
Well, there's really not a lot of positive things I have to say about this guy.
Oh, really?
I don't have a lot of positive things to say about you either.
Ooh.
Okay,
wow.
That's fair. You're entitled to your opinions.
Does it sound like he shirks his responsibilities, David?
Yes, it certainly does. Yes, it always does. I mean, I can go on and say more things. Like,
well, go ahead.
Like in terms of the old, more negative things. In terms of the old CBS studio, when I showed him like how to put the headphones, like there's a certain way.
I did the headphones correctly.
There was a certain way. Like Anthony had a desk at the old CBS studio that went to the side of his area where he sat. Sure. And the headphones are supposed to go in a certain place on the desk, not on this area where the computer is, not on that desk, on the little side table.
I would put it on his desk.
You didn't in the beginning. You didn't do that a lot. After I told you several times.
I didn't know the setup.
Yeah, but I explained it to you several times how to put the headphones on Anthony's side table, and you didn't do it correctly.
Okay, well I'm doing other things to set up the studio. If I mess up, I'll fix it. It's not pertinent to me. Oh, I'm sorry, Ann, about your headphones. I'll move them back. It's not like. Oh, if Ant's headphones aren't here, the world's gonna end. It's a little slip up.
They're not gonna the world's not gonna. What if he doesn't have his headphones? How can he do a radio?
His headphones will be in front of him.
But they're not supposed to be in front of him. They're supposed to be on the side table, on the side, not in front of him. After I explained that to you several times, and you didn't listen.
All right.
I did listen. After a while, I got it right.
The one positive thing I can say about Matt is, despite all his faults and all the ways that he's screwing up, he is making an effort to try to do things correctly. He's just not doing them correctly. He's trying, but not succeeding. Like, there's some people that could give a crap about certain internships and not even try. He is trying. He's just not succeeding in his efforts.
Wow. It's a fatty fall down and go boom theory, ain't it, David?
Oh boy.
Oh, boy.
Why do you think he's not succeeding, David?
Yeah.
A professional opinion.
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe he's looking for something more out of an internship. I don't know what he's looking for. I don't know. Maybe something's not right about this internship for him.
Is he not qualified to do the tasks assigned?
Maybe he's not qualified. Maybe that's a good point there, Jimmy. Maybe he's not qualified.
I'm asking you. I don't know Matt that well. You seem to know how to. I mean, you're his superior. I mean, what do you think?
I don't know. I mean, he attempts to do what he's told, but he doesn't succeed half the time.
I think it's time.
I have received not that many complaints. I'm sorry, Opie.
That's okay.
But I have not received that many complaints from people saying, "Oh, Matt, you fucked this up, you fucked that up, blah blah blah." You seem to be the only one out of everybody who works here to seem that I'm fucking up consistently.
I don't know what you're listening to. I've heard other interns complain about you.
Name them. Name specific incidents of specific interns.
Paul.
What do they
Paul
complain
busts
about?
my balls every day.
Yes, he does. You just admitted it. Yes,
but it's all.
You admitted it. You just admitted that.
Yeah, I know. We all heard it, David. We all heard it.
Oh my God. Okay. All right.
What do you give him as a grade?
Yeah, it's grade time.
Well, there's one thing that I got to say about myself.
Yeah.
I'm a good guy. And I can't. I mean, this kid is a failure, and he really deserves an F. But I'm a good guy.
Just like you, David.
But
Just
I'm
like
a good
you.
guy. I can't find it deep down in my heart to give Fs because I just can't do it. I can't give Fs.
What are you, my high school?
I'm not that kind of a guy. So in lieu of my decent heart, nice guy, I'll be nice to him and give him D-.
Oh, you're a sweetheart.
Matt's grade D-.
Can I psychoanalyze David? You're not a good guy if you're telling everyone you're a good guy, but
a D-.
A D-. Well,
he deserves an F, but I'm being nice to give him a D-.
That's wonderful. I'm
Just
sure
give
he's
me the
very
F.
happy with that.
Ooh. No, I'm not giving him an
Now,
F.
of course, you get young
Yes, he
Michael
gets-
Moore,
yeah.
young Peter Griffin. You get about 30 seconds to a minute to now talk to David.
David?
Yes, Matt.
First of all, for these constant failures, I believe that I've done quite well in my time here at XM Satellite Radio.
Okay.
And I've done quite well helping out other people. I've not not heard complaints from Steve, Eric, Sam, anybody. Maybe I messed up a food run once or twice, but aside from that, I've been consistent in my hard work. And I come in, it's either me or Scott who are usually the first interns here every day.
Okay.
Unlike you show up late. And I'm the one that has to help you out with paperwork a lot of times to tell you, me and Paul both have to tell you time and time and again what goes where and why does it go there.
Yes, that's because every single day the paperwork is switched and there's a new procedure to do the paperwork every single day.
It's been a consistent pattern for the past few months. It's only been changed twice. Recently, the past week, and when we first started, we didn't know what we were doing till about 2 months ago. And ever since then, we've been working consistently with what we've been doing and how we've been doing it. Yet you, seemingly, every time I am here with you doing the paperwork, you have this astonished look on your face, like we've never done this before.
Because we haven't done it today. Today was a completely different way to do the
No,
paperwork.
I'm talking about every other time. You just stand there with a stapler and a pen in your hand like, oh, this is all brand new to me. I don't hate you, David. I love you like a brother. Sadly, my brother was a stillborn.
Gee, whoa.
Whoa.
David, he's really giving you a beating there.
Well, I gave him a beating too, so he has every right to do the same to me.
Sure, fair enough. You're fair, boss.
All right.
does.
I think we're done with him. What's your name again, sir?
Matt.
Matt, right, okay.
Matt really...
I like this Matt kid a lot.
Not getting a good grade from David there. Right
For
from
all
the
intents and
start.
purposes, he got F.
Matt looks exhausted.
Right from the start of that review, he was very combative with David.
Boy,
He
was.
came in very defensive immediately.
Yeah.
Bad-mouthing David from the start. And I think it put David in a position where he had no choice but to give him a...
Absolutely. I got to
A bad
reset
grade.
because people out there, they don't fully understand. David is an intern reviewing his fellow interns.
Yes. He has no authority over them whatsoever.
No.
And no...
But for some reason he does today because they're all really playing this like it's actually a boss talking
He's
to
got
them.
no authority to judge anybody. Anyone.
No.
Yet he is sitting there in a tie and critiquing these people like he has been watching them for months and reviewing now.
And we're going to have the Big Apprentice finish later on where you fire one of the interns. You're going to line them all up and really work the room. All right, finally, I'm going to intro the next one. It's intern Paul. Paul is a superstar intern in many people's eyes. And Ron and Fez love this kid. What's your name on Ron and Fez again?
Brockovich.
Brockovich, sure. Brockovich does some fine things for Ron and Fez.
People really do like him.
Let it be known, I think he's the only one, David, that actually dressed up for his review today. Is that true?
That is correct. He dressed up for he's actually... It could be noted that he's maybe dressed up more than me.
Yes.
Because he's wearing a suit.
Yeah. Sam, why you say no?
He doesn't have a tie on.
That's right.
There's one button unbuttoned. He's got his sunglasses. He's very casual.
He's just like a biker going to court.
All right. People are also saying it looks like the traitor from Braveheart. Yeah.
Nice.
People always a rock and roll roadie intern. Ron Bennington's illegitimate son.
Yeah.
There's a lot coming in. People love.
What are you doing there, Paul?
Oh, that.
What is Paul doing?
He's taking the hair down, and he's putting
what are you doing there,
putting the
Paul?
bandana on.
Comfortable, Dave.
Yeah.
But you had to go in there. You had a good look. Now you're putting that thing on.
What's that thing, David? Explain. You're on the radio.
Yeah, Paul proceeded to put a bandana over his head like he always does.
Yep. That's his look, though. We're used to that by now.
Yes, we're used to it, but some people still can't. Some certain.
But it's
higher
disrespectful that he's doing it today when you're trying to review him?
Yes, because he came in without that on, which was very respectful.
Yeah. Okay.
But
Have at it.
But I have to give him props. No, he's the only intern that wore appropriate clothes.
Yep.
That walked through the door with wearing appropriate clothes. No other intern decides to do that. That gives him a lot of props.
Okay.
So this is Paul. And Paul's a decent man, I have to say.
Okay.
Love the music.
He's a decent man. You know, he seems to be taking charge a lot, which is good. He's showing that he has a lot of responsibilities and he can handle his responsibilities.
So, wait a minute. Why is it when I take charge of something, it's good, yet before when you were reviewing Evan and he takes charge, it's bad?
Because the way he takes charge is he takes charge and decides whatever he wants to do is how it's going to go, and he doesn't want to take anyone else's opinion or care about what anybody else says.
Isn't that taking charge?
That is taking charge.
Yeah, but you, on the other hand, are at least... You, on the other hand, are trying to have some sympathy for other people and are listening to other people's issues and concerns and trying to reason with other people.
Did you ever think that maybe I'm the one who told him what to do?
Oh.
You told Evan what to do. Yeah, I thought about that, but Evan doesn't seem to give you any credit. Evan seems to take it all on himself and make it whatever his way, and I'm trying to say some good things about you, Paul.
He's like, look, what do you say? I'm trying here.
Right. All right.
And I'm interviewing you, Paul. I'm not interviewing Evan right now.
All right.
Whoa.
Why don't you read another note from
Face.
Oh, okay.
I don't have any notes. I don't have any notes.
Sam's
Paul.
over there.
Yes.
But you're all right, Paul. I think a good quality about you is that you can show that you can work well with your fellow coworkers, and you sort of like taken a liking to a lot of coworkers and trying to take them under your wing. You seem to want to teach other interns and want to teach and help out other people, which is a really good quality about that. I like that about you.
Are there any negative qualities? No, he's not perfect.
What are you saying, Paul? You have a look on your face.
Yeah. Are you referring to me actually showing you how to do everything? And the fact that you were here for a full semester and everything you've learned is basically from me, Evan, or Charlie?
I'm saying that because there was one other intern besides me last semester who didn't teach me a god darn thing and didn't care about me.
God darn thing. Watch the language.
Okay.
Yeah, but you do realize that I learned everything here from everybody that works here, right?
What?
What?
I don't know what you're talking about, Paul. I don't know at all.
When it comes to all the paperwork that you love to keep mentioning,
right,
and how the rest of us are doing it and scanning it and do all this, but we've regulated you to just removing the staples.
I've scanned paperwork many a time.
Yes, which took me 8 days of teaching you how to do it.
What the... Paul, are you trying to give yourself a bad grade when in fact I was going to give you a good... Paul, I'm trying to give you a decent grade and you're trying to put a bad spin on this. You want me to give you a lower
Your grade,
grade?
honestly, David, means jack shit to me. Quite frankly, I could give a fuck.
I was going to give you a good grade, Paul.
Oh, you were?
I was going to give you a decent grade, and now you're trying to say, like, you're trying to... Oh, my God. Paul, you're putting a bad spin on this, Paul.
I'm not trying to say anything. I'm
David,
actually
you're losing,
flat out saying it.
You're losing control as the boss.
I'm losing control
I
because...
gotta tell you. Doesn't look good for you.
I'm losing control because I was going to give Paul a good review, and now he's...
Put your foot down, David.
Yeah, come on, let's go.
Paul, I think the thing is that it is your first semester still. It's my second semester. And you're trying to... I agree with you, Paul. You're trying to say that in a way that you are trying to say that you learned everything else from all the other interns around here. But you came in here and you didn't know a thing of what to do, and I taught you what to do.
No, you didn't.
Yes,
you told
I
me
did.
different directions every single day.
Bullshit! I did not tell you different. How did I tell you different directions? I told you how to set up the studios over at CBS.
Actually,
I told
Matt
you what to
taught
do
me
with
that.
all the bins. Matt did not teach you how
Yes,
to do that.
he
I
did.
taught you how to do everything with the bins. I was the only intern that overlapped from last semester. No one else had a clue what to do when they came here.
Yeah, and 2 days after I was here, everyone was asking me what to do instead of you, executive intern.
Oh.
Yeah, but I'm not the executive intern, am I?
I know.
Right. Do you want a low grade, Paul? I was
Give
going to
me
give you a
whatever
good
grade
grade.
you
I was
want.
going to give you a good grade, Paul. Come on. The point I'm trying to make is that...
Come on.
The point I'm trying to make, Paul, is that I taught you what to do, and now you're trying to take it up like you're the master, and you've been here longer than anybody else, and you're trying to tell everyone what to do.
What?
You have no clue what I'm talking about,
David,
I rarely do.
Do you think that the student is forgetting the master who taught him?
I think so, Jimmy. I think so. He doesn't even want to admit that I taught him what to do. He's saying that other new interns taught him what to do, and he learned everything from them, and he's not giving me any credit.
Actually, no. I said I learned how to set up the studio from Matt. And everything else when it comes to cutting up audio, all the paperwork, all the bullshit that we do in the back.
Yes.
I learned from the guys who work here, not just interns.
I'm not talking about the producers. This is a meeting about interns, not about producers.
Well, you're here to learn how to kind of be a producer for a show, David. You're not just, going to all of a sudden be a star.
Oh, no?
Oh, damn. Diesel. Yeah, he looks like Diesel. Intern Paul looks like Diesel.
Oh, that's good.
Very nice.
I don't know. I kind of lost steam with this
All right, well,
review because
you like it, but you're heading toward a good review.
I like Paul.
Hold on, Paul. A good review of Paul, but what is one of his bad qualities?
I think one of his bad qualities is this review right here itself. I'm trying to give Paul. I'm trying to give Paul some points and give him a fairly decent grade. Unlike Matt over there, I'm trying to give him a good grade, and he's trying to spin this negatively, and he's trying to make a claim for me to give him a lesser grade than what I was originally going to give him.
Do you realize that Matt works circles around you, as slow as he is and as much as he screws up?
No, I don't realize that at all, no.
Are we ready for a grade on Paul?
I think I know what happened, though, David.
Yes, Jimmy.
David, are you afraid that Paul is going to be seen as an apple polisher if he's too nice to you because you've mentored him? And that he's too afraid to look up to you publicly?
Yeah, that's a good question.
He just starts laughing at the concept.
I'm so confused right now.
That's all right. Well, you fell skiing. It's understood.
It's time for a grade. It seems like you might be changing your grade, so I think for Paul, you got to give the grade you were going to give and then the official grade. If it's the same grade, that's fine, but it seems like you're a little conflicted
I think it's changed,
right now.
though.
Yes. So it's time for Paul the intern's grade.
Paul the intern's grade, well, it's still pretty much the same. I'm not going to change his grade at all.
Okay.
I still like Paul. He's a good guy. He does well. He's just a little too getting over himself and thinking that he's the head boss and stuff. When really I've taught him a lot. He doesn't realize that.
Yep.
But Paul's still a good guy. I'm going to have to go and give Paul B minus. B minus for Paul.
That's a good grade.
B minus. Yes.
Oh, fuck yourself. That's B minus isn't a
Wow.
good grade.
Yes, it is B minus. That's
I didn't
good.
give a shit when I walked in here. I'm not going to give a shit when I walk in.
B minus is a good grade. Yes, it is.
One of the stars of the Ron and Fez show, intern Paul. Now you got 30 seconds or so to say whatever you want to David.
It really doesn't matter what I say. He's going to ignore it anyway.
Okay.
He doesn't pay attention to shit.
Ooh.
As much as we have all tried to teach David how to do even the most meaningless of tasks, he either ignores us or fails to complete them.
Mm-hmm.
And all of David's executive internship duties basically consisted of him coming to me and asking me what he should be doing. So if I had to give you a grade, David, you got an F, brother. Sorry.
Oh,
shit.
Okay.
Damn.
You know, that sets up something nice. We're going to take a break. We're going to go into some other things, and we're going to get back to you eventually, David. But I think before you fire one of the interns today, like The Apprentice, like Trump does, I think it would be only fair that you review yourself next.
Yeah.
Paul just gave you an F.
Yes, he certainly did.
You give accurately assess yourself.
Yeah, we want you to go into the office and think about it, and we want a true review of yourself before you fire one of these guys.
Good points.
Bad points, what
Bad
you need
points.
to work on, and give yourself a grade.
Sweetest guy in the world.
Right. Is that fair, David?
I guess it's fair.
Don't lose steam. What are you doing?
What are you doing? It's one guy's opinion.
Yeah, fucking man up.
It's
I
fair.
still love you,
boss.
David. Don't think I don't.
It's fair. I mean, I think maybe more appropriate for some other intern to review me. Maybe.
We asked for you to do it. I think that was right. You should do it.
Yeah.
All right.
If you don't know yourself, how can you then know others?
Yeah, you sit there and you go, this is what I'm good at. This is what I need to work on.
Okay.
And maybe you will agree with some of the things these guys said about you.
Okay.
And maybe not. So you kind of defend yourself and take a look inside yourself and then give yourself a grade.
James?
Do you know what I've noticed, too, is David's shoes are still a little scuffed up. You know what? It might be a good way for someone whose grade was lacking to pick up a few points.
And maybe save from a firing today.
Absolutely.
So maybe when David is reviewing himself, someone happens to be polishing his shoe.
Right. That could be some way, if you think you're going to get fired,
right?
Extra points.
Right.
Good shoe polishing. I mean,
Yeah.
boss has got to have good shoes.
Who would you like to polish your shoes from the interns?
Well, I think if you just said that, maybe they have to decide themselves. I'm not going to say who's.
But you're the guy. You're the boss. You got to delegate responsibility here.
Yeah.
A commander,
Sounds like a fucking wrestling handler.
I don't know. I think they should just, whoever wants to should just try to come up here and do it so they can save themselves.
Does a lieutenant tell his platoon, you guys decide amongst yourselves who's going out there?
No, they don't.
No, a good commander, a good leader tells people what to do.
That's true.
So you got to delegate responsibility.
All right, if I got to do that.
This takes balls, David.
Yeah.
All right.
That's it. Sometimes people got to send people out to die. Shining shoes is nothing.
That's a major difference between me and you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Paul knows how to run a business. His
Yeah.
family's in the fish business.
Yes,
he knows
they
how to make
certainly
the
are.
tough decisions.
They certainly are. They certainly are.
He knows how to, be
Yeah.
a boss.
Right. All right, so.
Why don't you decide after the break?
Yeah,
Little
after the break
cliffhanger.
we'll decide.
You're
Yeah,
going to decide
cliffhanger.
who's going to polish your shoes. You're going to give yourself a review. And
Yes,
then,
correct.
And then the big grand finale, you're going to fire one of these guys
Yes,
today.
correct.
Like Trump does on The Apprentice.
All right, sounds good.
And we're going to do a little more radio. Other things happen to tell you after the break as well.
Yes.
After the break. Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony. David is figuring out who he's going to be firing today.
I have an idea who.
Why, what happened? What happened, Danny?
Well, one of the things that you have to do as an intern is get breakfast orders, and a way to gauge a good intern is how well they pay attention to detail, and and if you could get breakfast orders the right way, then maybe we'll give you a little more responsibility. Well, if you could do that right, well, let's see if you could do this right now.
True.
And boy, oh boy, somebody is just not hitting the mark when it comes to breakfast.
Oh my God.
What happened?
And I thought I had to tell David about it because I felt that since he's the one reviewing, and what a perfect day for a monumental fuck up such as this to happen.
Shit, monumental.
I thought David would like to know about it.
David, Danny's got some info for you. Might influence your firing thing later.
Okay, I'd like to hear it.
Well, David, we all of us guys in the back here, we wanted some breakfast, and we sent intern Evan to go get us some delicious Wendy's breakfast. And I'm handed a wet paper bag, first of all. Okay. Whereas, as it's handed to me, half of my hash browns fall out the bottom of the bag. And this isn't even what I ordered.
What did you order, Danny?
I wanted a steak and egg motherfucking sandwich. Damn.
And what did you get?
I don't even know.
Soggy
Not.
fucking somethings.
And I got, look, there's a big hole in the bag, and all my and look.
What about the rest of the
and there's a
producers? What did
ketchup
they
packet
get?
hanging out.
Did anybody else get bad, or just you, Danny?
Oh, Travis's is fucked up as well, David.
Oh, no.
Travis, what did you
Travis,
order?
what's wrong with your breakfast?
Well, I specifically asked for a sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit.
What did you get?
Sausage biscuit.
Oh, you're oh no!
No egg, no cheese.
Who else got Wendy's breakfast?
I mean, it can't be a problem with the order taking because I do believe we all wrote our own orders down.
Oh man,
there
wrote
couldn't
it
have
down
been,
and everything.
There couldn't have been something that got lost in
Who
translation.
else got a Wendy's breakfast?
We write our orders down like retard proof. Like you
You have
cannot get it wrong because we make sure to write down specifically what we want, to make it as easy as possible.
Right.
So what happened?
Poor Danny.
Well, I don't know, David. We'll get to the bottom of this.
Well, I'll have to get. I really don't know. I didn't.
He's
observe
right
any-
next to you. The guy with the microphone
Okay, well-
obviously is in on this.
Evan, you heard what Danny said. Can you? Would you like to explain yourself to Danny?
Well,
And me?
I recited the order exactly as written, and it was incorrect, and I take responsibility for that. It won't happen again. I believe this is my first error in terms of getting food.
But
for
David,
staff.
a bad day to have an error, right? Real
But did
bad
you-
day.
When you were handed the breakfast at Wendy's, did you check in the bag to make sure everything was what it was supposed to be?
Ooh.
Ah,
I
very
wouldn't want to
good.
get my hands on everybody's food that they're eating.
Oh,
You don't have to get your hands on the food. You could open up like the paper or the tin foil and look inside and check without touching the food. I've done it several times.
Sure.
Oh.
You don't have to touch the food.
You do
never
that
touch-
shit?
Oh, I think it's a
It
little
doesn't want to
intrusive.
hear that.
It's not intrusive. If you don't check, how do you know it's the correct thing?
That's right.
Yeah.
You always got to double check to make sure everything is what it is supposed to be.
Well, I have no issue correcting my error. I did make it, and I'll take care of it. That's what.
Whose
needs to be
errors
done.
were? Whose breakfasts were screwed up? Danny's, Travis's, who's anybody else's, or just the two of you?
just us.
Oh. Okay, but still, it's unacceptable. Evan.
right.
Unacceptable.
Well,
Two out of three. That's a 66% failure rate.
Yeah.
True. Well, I did take longer than I should have, and I got Frosties to try to compensate for all of you. Out of my own.
Did anybody order a Frosty?
They're in the booth. All ready for you.
Well, I
to
changed
eat
my
them.
mind. You did a great job, man.
All right, go ahead, David. Get out of here. Start figuring out who you're going to fire. We're going to go to you in about a half hour.
All right.
This might influence you. I don't know. We'll see.
Just another detail.
Yeah, just another, sure.
Another little bit of information, input.
What else is going on in the world today? What else
No
we got
update
today?
on this Richardson lady?
No. No, a lot of people saying she was brain dead. Now we're hearing she might not be brain dead.
It's like our interns. You just never, you really never know.
Right.
Sometimes they come back.
Well, we got a rapping flight attendant.
Yeah, I
Obama
saw
president.
this. I saw this video.
It's a video of her doing this?
I saw it was a guy.
Yeah.
The one
Oh,
I
really?
saw. Yeah. Are there more than one of these?
Well,
Oh,
when
Jesus.
you hear flight attendant, you figure
you
it's a
think
skirt.
a skirt, but nowadays it's either a skirt or a homosexual.
Or a
yeah. Oh, I want to be.
Whoever it is, they love cock.
Yes.
Either way.
Can't get enough of the kick.
Kick.
But this to me is inappropriate. I don't think it makes you feel safe. I don't think it gets the word out on emergency procedures because I think it's distracting to what they're actually trying to say. What airline is this? Jamaica Air?
We'll find out in a second
Yeah,
here.
well,
Let's get into the story and
well,
we'll get some details.
All I need you to do is stomp and clap, and I'm going to do the rest because I've had 5 flights today, and I just cannot do the regular boring announcement again. Otherwise, I'm going to put myself to sleep. So
it was one of those, Wow. And I think you and I.
Oh, we took one of these.
We did. Okay.
To Turks and Caicos.
Wait, did we ever get to the end of the other story too?
Which one?
What was it that I stopped you because we were doing something, but we were going to get back to?
Oh, yeah. Well, I forgot
what was
about
it?
that.
I want to know what the.
Oh, go ahead.
No.
Oh, God. I wish.
No, I was. What is this guy doing? Like he just.
You want me to go back to this?
Yeah, he like.
all I need you to do is stomp and clap, and I'm going to do the rest because I've had 5 flights today, and I just cannot do the regular boring announcement again. Otherwise, I'm going to put myself to sleep. So
he's going to rap. Oh, were people flying?
Oh, why would it work? Fantastic.
Airlines?
Yes. That's what you meant.
Hey, our popularity is going to drop a little bit today,
Oh,
boys.
what happened there? That was weird.
We're the most popular satellite
works
radio
now.
show in the
In the
history of
history.
satellite radio,
Yeah,
and we
hit
just
bank
fucked
select.
up. Might have lost a few right
Man.
there. I don't know.
Oh, well.
These machines are definitely acting
Yeah, they're
up.
on the fritz a little bit. We're going to need new machines. I mean, you can only rig these things so many times.
Go to wwtdd.com for maybe a Natasha Richardson update. Okay, here we go. So, yeah.
all I need you to do is stomp and clap, and I'm going to do the rest because I've had 5 flights today, and I just cannot do the regular boring announcement again. Otherwise, I'm going to put myself to sleep. So, you guys with me?
No.
All right.
No.
So give me a stomp.
Oh, they weren't
clap,
with you, buddy.
Stomp, clap. Come on, stomp, clap.
Don't
stomp,
stop
clap.
on
They
the
gonna be
plane.
There you go. This is flight 372 on SWA. The flight attendants on board serving you today. Teresa in the middle, David in the back. My name is David, and I'm
I'll
here
take
to
it in the
back.
crack.
Shortly after takeoff, first
And I'm
things
really
first,
black.
there's soft drinks and coffee to quench your thirst. But if you want another kind of drink, then just holler. Alcoholic beverages will be $4. If a Monster Energy drink is your plan, that'll be $3, and you get the whole can. We won't take your cash, you gotta pay with plastic. If you have a coupon, then that's fantastic. We know you're ready to get to new places. Open up the bins, put away your suitcases. Carry on items, go under the seat in front of you, so none of you have things by your feet. If you have a seat on the road with the exit, we're gonna talk to you, so you might as well expect it. You gotta help evacuate in case we need you. If you don't want to, then we're gonna reseat you. Before we leave, our advice is put away your electronic devices. Fasten your seatbelt, then put your trays up. Press the button to make the seat back raise up. Sit back, relax, have a good time. It's almost time to go, so I'm done with the rhyme. Thank you for the fact that I wasn't ignored.
Let's see if
This
he
is
gets
Southwest
anything.
Airlines. Welcome aboard.
Jesus Christ.
It's like
Wow.
It's like an old school McDonald's rap commercial.
Yeah, that was definitely old school.
Some airlines are big. You know that we're bigger. Who knew the plane was being run by? Oh, you're just a bunch of passengers. Don't act like kooks. Who knew the plane was being run by?
We're leaving on time. We'll get there soon. I'm your flight attendant, and I'm a...
We got all kinds of things. We got card grapes. You can tell your dad, you can tell your mom, tell them that you learned all your instructions from a...
Jesus. Someone's saying that he sounds like Lamar from the Revenge of the Nerds.
yeah.
Little Lamar reference coming in today. God, is that awful. But that's one of those party flights. A bunch of us have been on the party flight, right, Ed?
Yeah.
Of course.
I think we're going out
Yeah.
at Club Med or whatever, and all of a sudden the plane is one big party, and he's jumping at the bit over there.
We don't make no mistakes. We don't bungle, honey. We don't make mistakes. We don't bungle, honey.
It's a long way to go to this. To here. bug the Jesus. Oh, God damn. Oh. And someone mad, Brian and Wantagh. That shithead hack stole the beat to Salt and Pepper's Shoop.
Oh, wow.
It's the beat to every old school rap song.
Yeah.
Oh.
What?
Why? We're looking at you. You tell us.
A little rap was coming.
Yeah.
See. Yeah. We got to get rid of all diseases. We got to bar rabies.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
We're on a flight, but have no fear, sucker.
Someone is suggesting that it's better if you don't laugh through it, Jimmy.
I can't help it.
It's too funny.
That one made me giggle.
That's too funny.
That's Southwest Airline. Thank you.
Yeah, SWA.
Omer or Omar from Jersey.
NWA. What?
Yeah. Well, some of these airlines like to have a little fun. JetBlue gets a little silly up there in the air.
I don't want silly.
You want serious the whole time,
I want boring,
right?
serious flight people.
Yeah.
I want people who call it an aircraft, not a plane.
Like stupid Sully.
I was on a flight where they couldn't
rapping.
They couldn't control anyone, and it got to the point where one guy got on the fucking loudspeaker, and was like telling the whole plane that he just ordered drinks for the entire plane, and it was just a nightmare. Because then everyone's screaming and yelling because it was a flight down, I guess, Club Med or somewhere. So it was a younger, like, spring break type crowd.
Yeah.
And then the stewardess, I think this was before 9/11, just lost total control of the plane. They're hooping and hollering, and then the flight attendants had to hand out free drinks to everybody, and they're like, "Thanks a lot, asshole."
I remember the co-pilot was doing trivia once.
Really?
Yeah, he was doing trivia for bottles of wine or some shit.
No, for
that
real?
they'd give out. Yeah.
Co-pilot?
Yeah. Yeah, co-pilot was giving trivia questions.
And you had to be the first one to knock on the door or what?
No, I guess
door?
the flight attendants would figure out who had the right answer. Raise your hands or something. But I don't know. I don't want you flying the plane.
Nope.
Why is it when
you're Trivial Pursuit with your passengers?
Unless you're flying to Florida, like it's not an exciting flight. But for some reason, if you're flying to Florida, everyone's in a good mood. And
yeah, because it's warm. You might go into other places, maybe the Bahamas.
There's an excitement, though.
Yeah.
Not when you're flying into Detroit or
wherever. No. There's no games and fun hats,
nothing,
and everything like that. Yeah, we took that charter plane to Turks and Caicos. Remember, we took off from the TWA terminal in Kennedy,
right?
And it wasn't. It was. I never heard of it. And the plane had like tacky carpeting in it, like it was from the 70s.
I think
it was like Soul Plane.
Honestly, I think it was Club Med's like plane.
Yeah, it was their like private little charter
that they
plane.
just go back and forth all day
Yeah.
long.
All day long.
Yeah, I think it was that.
Yeah, it was a little creepy.
Absolutely. Oh, my God, Jimmy. That's too good. All right. This guy's been waiting for an hour. David in Canada. David.
Oh, hey, how's it going?
Hey, man.
Hey, David.
Sorry about that. I know this is way off topic now. It's not even going to make any sense. But, I was just wondering if Anthony had heard about that flying car type thing that you can actually, the wings fold up and you can fit it in your garage.
Oh, I've seen that.
Okay, I know it's way off topic.
Yeah, it's not even a flying car though. The thing is, everybody that says, "Oh, it's a flying car," it's a plane. It's an airplane that the wings fold up.
Garage though, that kind of makes it like a car.
No, you know what a flying car is? You're driving, and then you just can fly. That's what. No folding out wings.
If it actually existed, like, what do you think about people actually being able to just have flying cars wherever they wanted, man?
They do right now. That thing amounts to an ultralight. It's a goddamn ultralight, is all it is. So it's the same thing.
Got wheels, you can drive it.
could drive an ultralight down the street if I don't pull back on the stick. I'm driving. You know, it's like, I want a flying car to be anti-gravity. This guy just talks over me.
No, go ahead, sir. What were you saying?
He's been waiting quite a while. Jimmy, shut up. I hate what you do.
No, and let Ant talk, dude. You keep jumping on him.
I love
He kind of had a point, Ant. He really did. So
that's actually so goddamn funny.
David.
What, sir?
No, we live right by an airport, and they have to time when these planes come in and go out, and I wondered if everybody had one of these things. That was my only point. I'm sorry.
It's never going to happen.
It wouldn't happen.
We're
You'd have
never
people
getting flying
crashing.
cars.
But Ant, why don't you think they're considered cars? Just because of the wing?
Yes, Jimmy, because they have wings and a
They
tail.
have to time it, huh,
and-
sir? I'm sorry. I was just trying to get
Now the idiot stays quiet.
Now he listens.
He hung up.
All right, let's get to Jamie in Florida. Jamie.
Sorry, it's Jim. I know you don't give a shit, but good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Hello, buddy.
I have a line for the rap song. If you dance with your lighter, keep your torch funky.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right.
Keep that torch funky.
Let's say hi to Chris in Little Rock, Arkansas. Chris. Ooh. How's it going, Chris?
Try this, guys. Hope I don't fuck it up.
What's up, Chris?
Don't worry about your flight. We'll make it there with ease. Just sit back and relax because you're flying with.
God, what you just First of all, it was awful. Secondly,
no
you don't see. It's supposed to be where you don't mention the line.
That's the whole
line.
bit.
That's the whole bit.
You got to do a little work at home.
It's
you got to figure out what.
Because you know why he had a delay there because he realized I don't think they get what I mean.
Right.
I knew what he meant.
All right.
Here, there's a way to do it, Danny.
You could say, you could look at me like I'm a bigger brother. People say that, my girl. You know, like how.
All right. Wow, there's a gay guy got beaten up at a Britney Spears concert in New York.
Yes, he did.
Claiming
It was
a hate crime.
It was.
Was that the one Sam was at?
Was Sam at a Britney Spears concert?
Oh, he sure was. He keeps up on all the latest trends and fads.
He was twittering
From the Britney
his
Spears?
Britney Spears concert, and he was twittering about songs that were playing. He was hoping she would play a song, and then she did, and he twittered how happy he was that the song was played.
Yeah.
We should let Jimmy in on the Sam bit, the latest Sam bit, Jimmy.
What is it?
We're forcing
not a
him to
bit.
grow a beard so
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
so Bob Kelly doesn't rape him.
Yes,
I remember
Bob
that.
loves his hairlessness.
Yeah, we're trying to make him a little more manly so Bobby isn't turned on anymore by young Sam.
It's been 6 days so far.
How does it
Itchy.
feel? Yeah, his beard looks like it just hurts.
But the
And
girls
it's barely in.
The
You
girls
got,
like it.
You got one of those beards that just doesn't.
The girls
look
like it.
comfortable.
The girls do like it.
It looks like you're growing like fiberglass on your.
No.
Fiberglass. Ow.
No, it does though. Look, and it's like you're breaking out a lot already. It's only been a few days. He's got that type of beard.
It's like razor bumps. You know how that.
Wow.
You know,
Black people get
there's
them.
racial background.
I get razor bumps anyway, though.
Well, that's because of your background.
That's just because I have coarse hair.
No, you're part black.
You just don't want to admit it.
Yeah.
It's been debated.
Are you adopted? Your
No.
whole family adopted? We
No.
saw your father.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You don't
Well,
look
maybe we
anything like
didn't.
him. Yeah, right.
No.
You don't look
Me-
anything like that guy.
You're adopted, right?
No, me and my brother looked like twins when we were growing up.
Yeah, your brother has the same kind of features, which makes it really strange because your mom? Your mom?
What about her?
You know. She got a little of that in her?
Maybe.
Not that I know of. She's very...
Have we seen a picture of your mom?
I think so.
I don't think we did.
Dude, you're so black.
I think somebody might be a cuckold.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe Sam is the baby of the bull.
Somebody sitting back, curling their handlebar mustache while they watch the action.
I don't think any of that happened.
You got a
No?
sister?
Yes.
Does she do ghetto prom hair?
No, my sister has...
Chop meat hair?
Yeah, does she?
Chop meat hair.
My sister has straight hair. It's not very curly.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
does she have the big, over-the-top features like you?
What's that supposed to
You know,
mean?
the big, huge eyebrows
Her
and...
brow is at a normal...
Kinky hair?
No, she does not have kinky hair.
Yeah.
What's
You
going
do.
on, man?
I do.
And
Yes.
his brother. His brother was at the animation festival. I don't know if you guys ran into him, but he looks a lot like Sam.
Yeah, but my brother's got looser curls than me. He's much better looking than I am.
Oh, wow. That's
Yes.
very humble of you.
There aren't many people, but my brother is better looking than me.
There aren't many.
So what do you got on the Britney Spears there, Sam?
Well, this was actually the day after, because the Britney Spears concert, it was at the Prudential Center in Newark.
Yeah.
And it was such a great concert that they had to do it 2 nights in a row.
Of course.
I went to the Friday show.
Was this where the kid got beat up?
The kid got beat up on Saturday.
Saturday, okay.
It's not really a kid.
No, it's a guy
Kind
who
of a man.
As a matter of fact, he said he got beat up by a bunch of kids.
How old is he?
He was in his late 20s, probably.
Is he a creep?
He looked older than that.
Is he a creep?
I don't know. I saw him
Going
on
to
the
Britney
news.
Spears for all the wrong reasons?
His mouth was wired shut.
Oh,
and
I
he was
saw.
drinking out of a sippy
Yeah.
cup.
His
I
boyfriend-
saw on the news. It was really bad.
His boyfriend was making him chicken soup that he was drinking out of a sippy cup.
Out of a sippy cup.
Why did he get beat up? What happened?
Well, he said it was. They're saying it was a hate crime.
Mm-hmm.
That they were leaving the concert.
And anybody that would go see a Britney Spears concert deserves to be thrown a beating.
That's not true.
No? That was it.
But then they said a group of kids, a couple girls and a couple boys, ran up and just started beating him up. I mean, I'm sure there was more to it that they're not saying.
Yeah. Were any epithets thrown around? Is he claiming epithets?
Yes, they said the faggot word was used.
Oh, Jiminy
that's a
Cricket.
biggie
Once
these
that
days.
epithet
That's a
starts
big
getting
one.
thrown around.
That's a big
And
one
they
these
said,
days.
"You want?" Well, it's all in the audio.
Joshua Keogh is making his boyfriend Bobby Daniel Caldwell soup because liquids are his only diet after the attack
Handy.
outside Newark's Prudential Center.
My jaw was broken and
Oh, my God.
Yeah,
What
his
the
jaw.
fuck?
It's wired
It's
shut.
wired shut. His jaw's wired shut, and his boyfriend's crying about it.
How do you breathe
Yeah.
when your nose is stuffy and your jaw's wired shut?
Oh, that's fun.
Oh, you can still
Breathe
get
through
air
your
in.
teeth. Oh, he's a dirty cop.
Yeah.
Whatever this guy's into, he just doesn't look like he should be at a Britney Spears show.
There were a lot of guys.
both of
like
them.
Madonna, Britney Spears has the gay following?
Yeah, there's a big gay.
Really?
Yeah, the men's bathroom was not a
Oh.
safe zone.
Wow, for you.
No, it was not. I was in and out.
Well, were you?
Well, not meaning that. I mean, it was just-
it was unsafe.
What I'm saying is it was a
I
quick
want to keep
trip.
that to yourself there, Sam.
Yeah.
It's a quick trip because yes, there were not a lot of there's a good percentage of men there, just not a lot of heterosexual men.
The stalls end up looking like Swiss cheese when you're done.
Dude, when did that happen? I thought
It looked like whack-a-mole on the other side of the bathroom stall.
when did that happen, though? Britney, I thought, was like all about the chicks, the young
Well,
chicks.
she was, but now she's been around for like 10 years.
Wow, all right.
The gay guys are picking up on her.
Wow. That's good to have.
jaw was broken.
Oh, sorry. That's good to have if you're a chick singer and stuff like that.
The gay guys?
Is to get that gay following because they are loyal.
There were still a lot of young girls at the concert.
Yeah.
That's why I went.
But if you
check
go
out
to
the chicks.
like Cher, Cher's always got a career because gays will go out and see her all the time. Barbara Streisand, same thing. Liza,
Diana Ross.
Diana Ross.
It's a biggie.
Yeah. Love her.
The gays will just
and Madge,
flock.
like you said.
Who's Madge? Wait a minute.
Madonna.
Oh, Madonna. I thought you meant what's
The
her
palm
name?
olive lady?
No, her to Madge. You're soaking in it. My jizz.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, I made it to a Madonna show.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
Who sang "Wind Beneath My Wings"? That
Bette
fat
Midler.
bitch. Bette Midler is another one. The gays love the Bette Midler.
She used to perform in bathhouses. That's how she started.
Really?
Yep.
I sat next
How
to
AIDS started too.
Exactly.
I sat next to a couple at the Madonna show where it was a guy and his guy lover that was a girl. It was messed up. It was
Yeah.
it was a tranny, but you could so tell. But
Daddy.
but this person was all in, man. All in.
A lot of the guys at the Britney Spears show are like the guys who wear really tight shirts and lift
Yeah.
their arms up to dance, and you can see their guts hanging out. 'Cause they're
Ah. I got a little belly on me. It's okay though.
my jaw was broken in 2 spots. They said it was the worst I ever saw. My tooth was kicked in and it was laying in my mouth.
This is the result of the beatdown from a bunch of kids running wild.
The girl was saying faggot.
He says boys, girls storming across Broad Street Saturday night. The couple from Kearney leaving a Britney Spears concert hit blindside.
Any way you look at it, it's a hate crime because we're Caucasian or because we're gay.
It's funny. Where's the racial mention by the media?
Oh, because we're Caucasian or gay. So were these gentlemen of color?
They had to be.
They're right there.
Newark. No, I mean the people that
beat them up.
No,
of course you. Where's the news covering that? Like the news angle.
Well, yeah, and then there's the second clip. The police aren't treating it like a biased crime.
Oh, why would they?
No.
Never. Blacks commit the crime. It's no bias. Why would they?
Dude, going to that Prudential Center, man, they swear it's safe as long as you stay in the corrals they have set up.
Yeah, you have to say at the Prudential. I once went.
It is scary, man, because, I mean, if you, like, go off the beaten path slightly, the cops start yelling at you immediately, like, no, no, no. Just follow everybody else from the train station to the Prudential Center.
I once went to Newark to drop my girlfriend at the time off at the train station because her aunt was working there. And there's like this one place where it was like all lit up buildings and, you know, somewhere either turn right or left is the train station. And she said, the train station area is fine. And I said, okay, which way to turn? She said, I don't know. So I said, I guess I'll turn left.
Oh,
which was
you needed to turn right, huh?
Because then there were no more street lights.
Oh, yeah.
We stopped at a red light, and it was like right before the 4th of July. And I accidentally made eye contact with somebody on a street corner who responded by firing off a gun.
Really?
Up in the air?
No, just down on the ground.
Get the fuck out of here.
So I just bolted and just started running through stoplights and and street signs just to like, we have to get to the other side. And she's like, why? They're lighting off fireworks. I was like,
no.
This is not a firework.
For real?
For real, for real.
They probably figured they could get away with it because it's 4th of July. Everyone's going to think it's a firecracker.
And it was the area where cops don't go.
Oh.
Yeah.
Newark, Were
there any white people hanging out there?
Dastardly.
No.
And you still decided to get her to her train?
Well, the train station...
How about you drive her home at that point, Sam?
The train station area is okay. If you can get to the train station without turning left, you're all right.
So,
don't make that left turn.
So lesson to everybody, make sure you make the right.
Make the right.
Always make the right.
If you're going to Newark, stay near the highway.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Do we need the second half of this story?
This will never happen again.
Mayor Cory Booker first reminds everyone this is the first incident involving the usually safe Prudential Center and over 1 million visitors. For now, police are investigating this as a robbery and assault.
At this point, there's no indication that there's any sort of a bias crime.
They say it was. Bobby has no medical insurance and fears his face will never be the same.
Oh, boy.
Fucking, it's amazing. How I don't know if the guys are black, whatever it is. He's saying because they were Caucasian, they weren't white guys.
Yeah,
the cops just won't fucking call it a hate crime.
They'll never do that.
What pressure is there? Are there any cops that listen? Like, what pressure is there on the police department to never call it that?
Yeah.
Why is it always robbery, always rape, always home invasion? Yet when a white guy throws a fucking punch at you, unless you're 100% Scandinavian, it's a hate crime. Fucking holy shit.
It's amazing.
Yeah, a white guy cannot get in a fight with a black guy and kick his ass.
No.
Anymore. I just mean it can't happen.
Yes,
it just
they're all in
happen.
shape. They were bred that way.
What you do is you take your big...
Yeah, hey, all right there.
They
Jimmy
won't
the Greek.
call it that.
Yeah, they will never call it a hate crime.
Like you said, that rape and robbery, when they fucking robbed that 4 black Marines robbed the white Marine lieutenant and his black wife, and they robbed them, and they beat and raped that woman terribly, and then executed both of them, and the fucking police say robbery
was
is
robbery.
The motive? Get the fuck out of here.
There's no... You just from casually watching TV shows, you know that's too much overkill for a robbery.
Man, you tie people up, you get that, and get the fuck out. You don't rape the wife brutally, beat the husband, shoot them both. Get the fuck out of here.
And all it takes is one brave
Hate
soul
crime.
to get on CNN, Fox News Channel, MSNBC, and say exactly what you just said, Jimmy.
Yep.
I mean, we say it all the time, but it doesn't do any good. Mainstream media has to finally take this on and go, look, this is what it is. How do we not see this?
And the people that go, well, the media's not liberal. Look at that news story and how that's reported. How can anybody out there deny that when the media doesn't go, a group of black youths or whatever, or Hispanic youths attacked 2 white men, as if it was reversed, that's all they'd be saying.
I know, they say that all the time. A gang of white youths attacked a black man today.
A gang of Mexicans, like in Long Island when there was those beatings recently.
Yeah.
A bunch of white guys beating up Hispanics. It's all you heard.
Yeah.
But when it's reversed, that's just business as usual.
They never mention race. when it's
Never.
reversed. Yeah.
Never. Unless it's black on black, then they'll just say, they'll show the criminals.
Right.
Or they'll describe one and describe the other.
All right, listen, thanks, Sam. Go get David after the break.
Yes.
David's going to finally review himself.
Can't wait.
Hopefully you've been listening this morning. Intern David has been reviewing his fellow interns, and now it's down to the point where David's going to review himself, give himself a grade, which is going to be tough on the kid. He's struggling back there. He's like shaking his head like, ugh.
He's always shaking his head and struggling.
Yeah, he's in turmoil. And then we're going to line up the interns, and intern David's going to fire one of them.
Good.
Apprentice style, like Donald Trump does. All right.
And what about the shoe polish? Is somebody getting a
Oh
shoe
yeah,
polish?
the shoe polish thing too.
Good.
And you know what? Before we retire this and put it in the archives, I think we should play Jim Norton's appearance one more time from Leno.
I have. I
more time.
watched it while it was on. I was happy with it.
Very good.
You should be beyond happy.
No, I mean it's like
It was great.
Yeah, I prepared for it.
It was great.
Thanks,
it was,
man.
You guys were just hanging on the couch, and you killed the whole time. So one more time,
Thanks, man.
We'll do this for Norton as we go to break, and that's that. Hey, this is a good pickup by somebody. I bet you it was luck, right? Who picked this song and why? Who picked this song and why? Derek, you picked this one? You picked this? Do you know why you picked it? I want to see if you lucked out.
Our guess is because you're a faggot.
Oh, it's a coincidence? All right. All right. I was
Okay,
going to give you a better grade, but now I have to give you right, David?
What was the song?
Jerry Cantrell's 43 today, and there was a little Allison change for everybody. We got to get Jerry on the show.
We had him on once, right? Didn't we?
Long time
Years
ago.
He likes me.
Long time. You
No,
know
he doesn't.
Jerry?
I don't know, but he was at the Gene Simmons roast. I did very well, and he had fun.
Jerry, I gave you my spot by Jerry. My spot.
Yeah. What are you doing?
I live in a hovel.
6 months.
Jerry doesn't get the credit he deserves as far as that band goes.
Jerry.
He knows how to harmonize, and he also knows how to take the lead vocal, too, right?
Mr. Langford not here. I'm having a heart attack.
over here.
What do you think? You're breaking everything up?
He walk in, suitcase, he's breaking everything.
Breaking up the whole house?
He's touching everything and breaking
Yeah.
That guy was great.
Oh, he was. I'm having a heart attack over here.
Was he ever in another movie, that guy?
No.
Of course not.
And that little trivia there, that door was supposed to open.
Yes.
When he finally opens and Jerry walks in, he goes, "What the hell are we doing? I'm standing out there for 10 minutes."
Yeah.
The door was stuck. Couldn't open it. Yeah.
But they kept it in there.
Because it worked perfectly. Like he was all frustrated.
Another good moment that wasn't part of the script that stayed in there.
Yes.
Dustin Hoffman crossing the street, hitting the cab. I'm walking here. Very famous
Oh, really?
moment from Midnight Cowboy.
Yeah.
One of the most famous clips. Cab just drove through what they had blocked off.
Oh, shit.
And Hoffman hit it and went, "I'm walking here." And he stayed. And "I'm walking here" is a very
How cool
Yeah,
is
that's
that?
like a huge
I didn't know that.
famous line.
Yeah, they even spoof it in Gump when everybody's talking and they're pushing Lieutenant Dan across the street. He yells, "I'm walking here." It's from that moment.
Nice.
And that was just a stupid cab driver that came
I
through?
guess they had it like, "Hey, could you guys not come through in a cab?" We just went through and fucking they kept it.
Figures. Fucking cabbies.
David, we go to you, my friend.
David.
You've had a very, very long day.
Yes, I have. Correct.
For the people just tuning in, you might want to listen to the replay today. All day long, intern David has been reviewing his fellow interns.
Not a good way to sell the replay, Ope.
There's a love-hate thing going on with David.
I love David.
I
I'm a
love
big
David
fan.
on the radio.
Why, thank you, Jimmy.
Now that we're kind of like honing what we do with the guy.
Yeah, it's terrific.
You had so much airtime. No David and Bobo show this week because that'll
It's overkill.
It's overkill. So the next David and Bobo show is going to be next week, okay?
When are we going to have the Knish eating contest?
We're never having that.
I know, that sounds
One
like
of their
fun.
great ideas.
All right, well, if you guys could get the Knishes, we'll do that. That's right. You did tease that on the last David and Bobo show.
It's going to be a hit.
You gave Scott an A-, Charlie a B, Paul a B-. You wanted to give Paul... No, you ended up giving him the grade you wanted, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
But he was mouthing off, and you were thinking about dropping his grade.
Yes.
You ended up giving him a B-, Evan a C+, and Matt, who looks like the young Peter Griffin, young Michael Moore. What were some of the other ones? There were some great ones that came in. What?
Ebert.
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 Man, he fought David all the way to his D- that he finally got in the end. David, it's time for you to review yourself. I know this is going to be a little tough for you.
Wait a minute.
Oh, what did I do wrong? What happened?
You got to get someone. We got to say who I picked to do the shoe polish. Remember?
Oh, you got shoe polish and everything.
Boy.
Oh,
Okay.
someone's going to shine your shoes, motherfucker.
Who'd you pick, kiddo?
Of course, I picked Matt.
Good boy.
Oh, damn.
You should have. This isn't going to be.
I'll shine your shoes, balls. I'll shine your shoes.
Here's Matt. Matt got the D-, so.
So, of course, he gets
Matt, you got to have a mic by you,
Matt,
too.
this could save you from the firing, though, kid. This could save you from the firing.
It could. You are on the bubble, I think.
Yeah.
You don't care.
Look like a bubble. You
Not
shape
getting
like a
fired?
bubble.
Yeah, I care, but this is kind of degrading, isn't it?
Kinda.
A little bit.
Not at all. Why? You're just shining David's shoes.
You can bitch the whole time. Whatever it takes to get the job done.
Yeah, make sure they have a good shine on him, though. The kid can't walk around with shoes like that.
David-
He's a boss.
How you want this done? You want him on his hands and knees?
How do you want him?
Want me to lick them for you? I'll lick them.
No.
You sure?
Ooh, he doesn't like him at all.
I don't want you to lick my shoes. No.
Oh, why not?
Then how am I gonna take them off and touch?
Yeah, right. Too
I
much.
towel them off, you freak.
What?
Oh.
All right, David, review yourself.
All right.
And Matt.
Matt, get to the shoes.
Yes, Matt.
They call him Spit Shine Matt.
Let it be known
Shine
that
shoes make them like mirrors.
good, yeah.
Matt is polishing and shining David's
Go ahead, David.
shoes.
Don't even concentrate on him. You do your thing while he
very good.
polishes
Thank you,
them
Matt.
shoes.
Don't you see the businessmen at the airports and at the train stations? They're not having small talk with the shoe shiner. They're doing their
of
business.
course.
They're on their
Reading the paper.
They're on their iPhones and texting and getting
Of course.
stuff
Yes,
done.
I've
Go
seen
ahead.
that, yes.
Now review yourself while Matt
While the
polishes.
shoe shine boy does his shining.
That's right.
Okay. Now,
Frank Vincent clip.
Okay, now I'll review myself now.
Yes.
I've listened to a lot of the criticisms that the other interns have given to me when they've had their 30 seconds to go back at me.
Yeah.
Yes, I have. And I do have to agree with them and about one of their criticisms, because it is true that I'm often tardy and I do come in late a lot.
That's not good for the boss, David.
No, it's certainly not. It's certainly not. I do agree. I am tardy quite often.
Okay.
But on the other hand, in my defense, I also stay later after the show than a lot of interns do, and put in more hours than any of the other interns do. In my defense.
Okay.
Yeah, but going on Facebook doesn't count as being here and doing things.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, all right. Yeah. Jesus. It's unbelievable.
Nice and clean for you, boss?
Oh, that's barely even. You
Okay,
barely put
sure.
in any time.
Yeah.
Okay. Also, people
never
were
find
saying
anything.
that I'm no good because I don't know what I'm doing, and I'm often asking a lot of questions. And in my defense, when I'm asking questions about things, it's only because I'm doing that only because I want to make sure that the whole intern team is on the same page, and I make sure that I know what I'm doing, and everybody else is agreeing with me, and we all know, and we're all collaborating on the same thing.
Matt's crack is falling out as he continues to show.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
It's horrendous.
Okay.
Jimmy, why don't you go pull his pants?
No, I don't want to touch them.
That's
It's all right. It's
sad.
only an inch.
That's all right, man. Don't listen to us.
Okay, that's...
I'm breaking your
okay.
balls and you're right when you're getting fucking fed. Now go home and get your fucking shot.
Okay.
Just kill a little fucking man.
Kid little fucking manners.
And also,
Yes, Dave.
Spit
now
shine
in my
Matt.
defense, I have been here longer than any other intern, and I think that experience has made me the best qualified to do most intern tasks.
Okay.
Because I've been here the longest.
All right.
And in terms of a lot of what I do here, I think my on-air contributions speak for themselves. Since day one, I have been contributing to the show on air in the ways that no other interns could have been.
Oh, now he's
Examples.
ringing his own bell.
Yes, certainly am. I don't see any other interns having all these bits, or reviewing people, or interviewing Kevin Nealon, or doing kosher sports reports.
That's right.
Yep, that was all me.
Your own radio show
My own radio show with Bobo.
within the great radio show.
never knew it was
within
with
what
Bobo.
show? The most popular. What is our show, David? You
It's
heard
the
Jay
most
Leno.
popular show on satellite radio. The Opie and Anthony radio show is the most popular show on the history of satellite radio.
And you're
And I have a 15-minute show on Fridays on that show.
That's right. Yes,
On
you
some
do.
Fridays,
On
yeah.
some Fridays, yes. Some Fridays.
We might go in next Wednesday, to be honest with you, just to mix it up a little bit. Whatever. We'll deal with that later.
You're a big part of the success, by the way.
Yes.
You know.
Yes, that's true. Yes.
Okay.
That is true.
That is true. Jesus. And we didn't want this kid as an intern. Remember that discussion?
What?
There were a few people going, oh, sorry. You
Oh,
weren't
no.
supposed to hear that.
Danny was like,
no.
immediately, this guy's in.
No, I know, but there were others that were like,
I don't know.
I was done with his interview, I think, 34 seconds into talking to him. I'm just like, okay, we could just say yes. now.
He's golden.
Yes.
How's those shoes looking, David?
The shoes are looking very good. He's doing a really good job, I must say.
Okay.
I think this is good.
David, continue reviewing
Well,
this.
that's pretty much all that I wanted to say about myself. Pretty much, I think I doing a pretty fairly decent job.
Fairly decent.
The on-air bits speak for themselves.
Okay.
I agree that I was late sometimes, but I stay later than some other interns. You know, I think that's pretty much it.
All right.
That's what I have to say about myself.
Where can you improve?
Where can I improve?
Yeah.
I can improve. Well, obviously, I can improve on the main thing, which is like being on time and showing up on time.
That's obvious.
That's
I mean,
obvious,
to
yes.
improve on that, you just try to get yourself here on time.
Yes, obviously.
What about
yes.
your on-air work? Is there any room for improvement there?
There's definitely
or
a
do
lot
you
of-
think you're just great?
There's definitely a lot of. Oh wait, Matt, come back here. You missed a spot. Come back, Matt.
Holy
Come back.
shit, Matt's coming back in. You might have missed a spot, Matt. D- Matt, we call you.
D- Matt.
All right. Right there. David's pointing out where Matt missed.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't like shoddy workmanship, do you, David?
No, I certainly don't. No way.
Okay.
No way.
Where can you improve on air-wise, David?
I think on air-wise, I have to be more confident about myself and stop being so nervous. I think I'm nervous a lot when I'm on air. And
Really?
and when I'm nervous, it causes me to fluster with my sentences and causes me to not speak
Sentences.
proper sentences. And
Right.
people might misunderstand what I'm trying to say, and I got to be more confident.
Do you think that a lot of people have heard your flusteredness and kind of misinterpreted you as being an absolute dope?
Yes, I think so. And I'm not a dope. It's just sometimes I'm nervous.
Right. Did you do well in school?
Yes, I did very well in school.
Straight
yes.
A's?
No, I wouldn't say straight A's, definitely not. But I got A's, B's, C's.
All right, I'll
D's, F's.
mixture. No,
Yeah,
no
yeah.
D's or F's, no, but mixture A's, B's, and C's. Yeah.
He's spit shining those shoes nice for you, David.
He's doing a very good job now. Now he is.
All right. Anything else on your review?
Like fucking mirrors.
I think that I need to really just do a better job in terms of preparing myself for these. Like with the David and Bobo show,
Yeah.
I think in the beginning it didn't work out and stuff because I was unprepared for the David and Bobo show. I didn't have, go in with prepared material or prepared topics to talk about.
Right.
I think if there's one more David and Bobo show, if you let me have one, I would need to really come in and prepare material.
Let me interrupt you. Porky York from Minnesota writes, David and Bobo, it's the most popular show within a show in the history of satellite radio.
Wow.
What do you think about that?
Wow, I think that's really. Oh, wow. That's
Oh,
pretty,
wow.
That's pretty good.
All right. So we will give you another David and Bobo show.
And I think given that opportunity, I need to go home. I need to really converse with my co-host Bobo and really prepare good material.
You might have to exchange numbers and talk.
We might have to exchange numbers, and I might have to try to figure out his number and give him a call.
Okay.
Definitely. I need to prepare more for my own bits, is what I'm trying to say.
Oh, really?
I think so.
Work a little harder on that.
I think so, yes.
Are we ready for a grade for yourself, or you have anything else to say? He wrote some notes. He's looking at
Yes,
his
I
notes.
wrote some notes, and I have a grade for myself, yes.
All right. David, what do you grade yourself?
Well, I don't want to be too nice to myself, and I am a good guy, and I don't want to give myself an A, but no, I'm not going to do that.
You
I
want
want to give myself an
then
A.
don't
but
be shy. This is not about being
No,
Mr. Nice Guy. This is about being truthful.
Oh, okay, but I'm not going to give myself an A. I'm giving myself a B.
Oh.
A B.
That means you're the third best intern when you're supposed to be the top dog.
But I'm not the top dog. I'm only a B. There's Charlie and Scott are higher than me.
But not Paul.
No, Paul got a B minus, remember?
Yeah, I know.
Remember,
B-minus,
Opie?
yes.
Remember, but Paul is looked at as the superstar in this crop of interns.
Not to you, he's not.
Not to me. Yeah, to you guys. Not to me.
To a lot of people, Ron and Fez have picked out Paul They don't like you. They don't want you around.
No, they
when
certainly
Ronnie's-
don't want me. Yes.
They don't want you making eye contact with
I wonder
Ron.
if Ron-
They don't want you in the building
Yeah.
when they're on the air. How is that?
Have Ron and Fez seen intern Scott? They don't know about him.
All right. Well, why don't you suggest that to Ronnie today?
But I'm not allowed to talk to him.
No, I didn't. Honestly, I just got an email from Ronnie, and he said the bid is going very well today. I could show it to you after the show. And Ronnie said, yes, no problem. Introduce me to Scott today.
Wait, on the air on his show? He
Yes,
wants me to
during the first break.
And I know what the
because Ronnie wants to make it like it's a surprise too. So
Yeah.
like they're gonna be in the middle of something.
Okay.
It might seem important, but Ronnie's just waiting for that door to open and you to come in with Scott and introduce him.
Okay, if Scott can stay that late.
Yeah, we'll see if Scott can stay that. Ronnie insists.
The problem with Ron and Fez, they know they're on thin ice.
Okay.
And they hear the David and Bobo
Good enough.
show,
Yeah.
and they understand the
Yeah.
fact that they now have competition. Do you understand that, David?
Yes.
So did Ron and Fez know?
Yeah, you're gonna walk in with Scott. All right.
Okay.
You know, let them get into a little bit of a flow because they're warming up, and then you barge through that door with Scott. Okay.
Well, aren't they going to cue me when to come in?
No, that's the beauty. It's got to be like a surprise.
If Sam's around, are you gonna stay late today, Sam?
Maybe.
If Sam's around, he'll kind of cue you.
I don't like ruining
They're
a
not
bit
going to
like
say,
that.
here comes intern David from the Opie and Anthony show, and he has someone to introduce? No?
No, you're just gonna kind of walk in.
How do I know when to walk in?
Someone will tell you who
Sam
stays
will-
late today.
Sam will cue you.
All right.
Okay.
And hopefully Scott could stay.
Yeah, okay.
So you're giving yourself a B.
Yes,
It looks
B.
like there's a little polish on your white socks. That's not good.
Ew.
Oh, yes, there
Holy
is.
shit, he got your
no.
socks filthy.
Oh, no. That
What did he do?
That Matt.
Oh, no, that Matt.
Whoa.
Whoa.
What do you think about that, David? Sloppy.
Oh, yeah. And my headphones just screwed up again, but anyways. Yeah, I think he just threw the shoe polish down on the ground. He didn't even clean it up.
Well,
That's
here
right.
comes Matt to clean it up. Matt is just thrilled by this part of the bit.
Wow. Got his...
There you go.
Okay, good.
Holy shit.
David, you got a lot of black polish.
Called
on
him
there.
a
What's your
shit
problem, Matt?
bucket.
You fucked up your socks.
Whoa, that's no good.
Damn.
You got to make him scrub your socks in the sink. That's got some anger.
I should make him do that. Yeah, that's a good point, Jimmy. You're right about that.
He's so
You're right about
pissed
that, man. I
off,
should.
dude. He's not even
hell is
kidding.
that?
That's my headphones static. Static on my headphones.
Retard.
What the fuck is that? Sounds like a machine gun.
Yeah.
Wow, he's pissed.
All right.
That's hilarious.
Not a happy
Well,
camper.
David,
That might help Matt's status here. I mean, he's got the lowest grade, but he did shine your shoes like you
He
asked.
definitely did. He
and
shined
got
those
a
shoes.
bunch of polish on his
Then
socks.
he came back and shined it a second time further. So
this
I
might
think
have
that does
saved
help
him.
a lot.
I
Yes.
think, David, it's time to line up the interns in front of you.
I have to agree.
Well, I'm glad you agree. Work the. Have you ever seen The Apprentice, David?
Yes, I have seen The Apprentice.
Have them line up in front of the stripper pole, if you will.
Okay.
And you work them. You go down the line. You kind of work the room a little bit before you finally fire one of these guys.
Okay.
David's looking at Scott, Charlie, Paul, Evan, and Matt.
We got the five interns that showed up today.
Oh, you're still obsessed that
Jill did not show up. No.
Is that going to cause a problem between you two as you continue your internships?
What happened to Joe?
We've gotten some confirmation as to why Jill has not shown up today when she tried to make an effort to.
What happened?
I think we should let the intern who brought tomorrow my attention explain, because he knows best.
Fine, David, the producer and intern. This kid knows how to do it. I like that.
Intern Charlie, can you explain?
Well, when I turned my phone on this morning, when I woke up, I got a text message from Jill. I don't want to misquote her here. I'm still drinking at a bar. You in tomorrow at 1:47 a.m.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Oh, out boozing it up on St. Patty's Day.
Yes.
Wow, that sounds kind of like a booty text, too, Charlie.
Yeah, huh?
There's something going on with Charlie and Jill.
Hey, all I did was receive a text. I don't know anything else.
All right.
Right now, she's being deep dicked by a guy with a fucking shamrock tattoo on his fucking on the back of his hand.
Dave, just
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised.
God damn, David. All right. Go ahead, David. Work the room. It's time to,
All right.
summarize. Do a little summer. This summer. Thank you. Because people listening for the first time. So work the room a little bit, and then you finally fire someone and you feel like it's right.
Yeah.
Okay, ready? All right.
Go.
All right, we have all the interns here,
Yes.
and first of all, there was Evan. Now, Evan got a grade was I believe a C, right?
C plus.
C plus he got, which means he wasn't the worst, but he had a lot of room for improvement.
Yeah.
However, if you didn't already hear, a little while ago, we learned that Evan failed to appropriately get the correct breakfast orders for some producers.
Right, that's right.
And which means he badly screwed up the breakfasts.
Yep.
So Evan, if after your performance with the bad breakfasts today, why do you think that I should keep you as an intern for the Opie and Anthony radio show?
Because I have several other strengths. That was my first issue with the breakfast. And I also, out of my own pocket, bought Frosties for the said people that I screwed up the orders for.
Frosties, that's true. I did see Danny.
So you're saying that
loving
you made up
Frosty.
for your terrible mistake by giving them a nice dessert and a nice treat.
Well, I felt that it was the only thing I could do at the moment. So, that's what I did.
Okay, that makes sense. You made up for your mistake and showed people that you were sorry and you cared about it. Okay, correct.
Do you think, David, that a mistake is covered for, though, by purchasing something for people that they didn't ask for?
True.
Oh, you mean he went out of his way to make up for it, though?
Okay.
Do you think that he shouldn't have given them Frosties? No one asked for a Frosty?
It's up to you. I'm only throwing out a little food for thought.
Well, it seems to me that the producers, they appreciated the Frosty and they ate it and they enjoyed it. So I think that he covered his bases.
Fair enough.
All right. Now, Matt.
Before you get to Matt, David, intern Jill is on the line.
What? She's on the line? Are you serious?
Get some headphones.
Yeah,
She's really on the line?
Yeah, it's a phone, David.
All right, I believe you.
He's acting like she's a cosmonaut.
What? Yeah. Live from the space station.
All right, I believe you.
Well, thanks for believing us, David.
All right, let's hear.
I don't know where we were going with that if it wasn't true, by the way. Jill. Jill's a little hungover. Did you sleep at all, Jill?
Yeah, I got some sleep.
All right. Well, David is on the line with you here. David, you got Jill.
Hello, Jill.
Hi, David.
I just wanted to say that I'm...
Disappointed.
I just wanted to say that I'm disappointed that you said that you were going to make an effort to show up for your review, and all the other interns are here, and you aren't here, and I'm a little bit disappointed that you didn't show up, because I really wanted to review you and tell you what I thought.
I know. I'm sorry. You sound like my parents disappointed. But no, I got home at 3 a.m.
3 a.m. What were you doing?
It was St. Patty's Day. I was hanging out.
Did you enjoy yourself?
Yeah, I wasn't drinking.
You weren't You weren't drinking?
No.
So then, what were you doing?
Board games, David.
What? Board games? What's that? Board game? You were out at 3 in the morning playing board games?
Yeah, I wanted to be sharp for today, so I could come and get my review. But they just wore me out.
What board games were you playing?
Some hard cheesy, some Trivial Pursuit. It was nice.
Oh. You were at the bar getting drunk and trying to pick up a guy, weren't you?
No, none of the above. No, that's not true. That's not true. No. I was playing board games. It was fun.
Oh, all right. Well, when are you going to come back? When are you going to be able to have your review? We still want to review you.
I will be in next Tuesday, but I see you next Friday.
You got to come back on this Friday. We got to get the review.
We'll get to it eventually. I mean,
No.
All right. Do you have a number for me yet, David? Do you have my letter grade? Because
what grade would I would? Well, we could.
We can't do it right now.
We can't.
Oh, look at that! David's saying no. Opie.
We
no.
can't.
It's rude.
He didn't have time to do it.
It's rude.
It's a comedy show.
I don't want to.
All right. We'll get to Jill another time then, David.
Yes.
What didn't you want to say? You could at least say it like that.
Yeah.
What didn't you want to say?
Yeah, there was something that...
There's something... Are you still there, Jill?
Yes.
Everyone wanted me to say something, but I don't want to make you feel bad. Or you're a nice girl. I don't want to say the rude stuff.
What was it?
They wanted me to ask you if you were getting fisted last night. Yeah.
Yeah.
David.
Yeah, no kidding.
Did I answer, or is that the whole thing?
Whatever. You're okay that we just asked you that, right? Don't need any.
That's cool.
All right, cool. Thanks.
But you didn't answer
Jill
the
is
question.
I mean, it's an ambiguous question.
Certainly
so
is.
I'll say no for my bases.
All right, fair enough.
All right.
All right. We'll talk to Jill soon. Thank you, Jill.
Okay, goodbye, Jill.
All right, sure.
Very
I'll see ya.
hungover. Jill somewhere in the New York City area. All right, back
Yes.
to the music and then back to getting to the point here, which is
Okay.
to fire one of these guys.
All right, so what were we doing? We're talking to Matt, I believe. And Matt,
D- Matt.
D- Matt, you're no, as I said, my opinion was that you're no good. You're
I have the same opinion of you.
Right, you're lazy, you're lazy. You're lazy, you're always complaining that you're tired, you don't do a lot of things correctly.
You just shined your shoes. That wasn't lazy.
Yes, that was a good thing you did, and you got a D-.
But the socks did.
And you were no
Yeah,
good.
he did.
So,
He mucked up your socks.
Yeah.
so you got a D-. Now, if you were me, Matt, and you had to fire one of the interns, who would you choose to fire, and why?
I'd fire you.
Why?
One of the other interns here. One of these four
I
interns.
fire none of them because they do their job on a daily basis. From Evan on down to Scott. You, on the other hand, lateness, stupid look, Facebook.
Is that allowed? Is he allowed to? Okay.
Is that allowed?
Well, this is Earth,
What
so I'd
is
say.
it?
Why wouldn't it be allowed, David? Why not?
I don't know, because I said if he was firing one of these interns, which one would he fire?
Well, you could say whatever he wants.
I guess so. That's what he said.
You should have phrased it better.
I should have.
You should have
yes.
said, not counting me, who would you fire?
That would have been better phrasing.
Yeah, I should have said that, but he still would have said me.
Hey, does his D- move up because of the shoe shine?
We're gonna find out in a couple of minutes. Yeah, we're gonna find out. All right,
keep
I have
going.
one more.
Sorry.
Okay, now on the other hand, Matt got a D-, but Scott, you got a A- because you're a really good worker. You do what you're told to do, and you're trying really hard, and you got an A-. So Scott, who do you think out of these four interns, who do you think should be fired?
Matt.
Oh, shit.
Nobody, Matt. I can't fire the boss. He's above me. He's the boss.
Why would you fire Matt?
Insubordination, plain and simple. Look how we just talked to you. Yep, that's how you get away. That's sometimes how you get ahead in life. You got to kiss a little booty.
David,
But I would not fire.
all right.
I like David.
I got to jump in here a little bit. Scott got the A-. He seems very safe as far as getting fired today, but he is 39 with a family at home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Maybe you send him home to do the right thing and take care of his family.
It would
instead of getting
almost-
us our coffee every morning.
Yeah, it would almost be doing him a favor
Right.
by firing him because he should probably be doing something else.
And the internship program's all about learning, and maybe he's not going to be able to learn anymore. Maybe he's learned everything there is to learn here, David. Just want to throw that thought in your head. Or not.
I think there's a lot. I
See
think-
his face? He was like-
No. I think there's a lot Paul's consoling. Paul's a good guy. I like Paul.
All right.
I mean, yeah, Scott.
Scott.
I like Scott. Yeah, I always confuse. Scott. Yeah, Scott.
All right, go ahead. The floor is yours.
All right, so now we get down to business here, and I can make my decision now.
You didn't even talk to the other guys.
Yeah.
You worked the rule. You got you're
you
scared to
doing?
look at Paul, I guess.
Oh, and you want me to talk to the other guys? Okay.
Paul and Charlie, right?
Yeah. Okay. Charlie, you got a B, Charlie. What do you think? Did you take any lessons from because you're a really good guy, and I think you could have potential to get an A, but you got a B. Do you think you have any potential to work your way up to getting an A? Do you think you can improve?
Absolutely. I think I should stop working so hard and start worrying about not being so unslim.
So do you think I should keep you because you think you can improve and do those things that you just mentioned?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay, cool. And Paul,
Paul's got his arms folded.
what do you have to say for yourself? Because after I gave you not the greatest grade possible, but a decent, acceptable grade in B-, and then you went ahead and gave me an F.
Right.
What do you have to say about that? Look at how nice I could have. After you gave me an F, I could have, or the bad things you were saying about me, I could have changed my mind and given you a much lower grade, but I still stuck with it and still gave you a B-. What do you have to say for yourself about that? Are you feel bad about that, and you think you made a mistake in giving me an F?
No, the truth hurts sometimes, David.
You want to change your mind and rethink your grade on me?
He really doesn't want that. No.
No.
No? All right. Fair, fine.
David,
Fine.
Why don't you negotiate? You gave him a B-. Maybe you bump him up to a B+, and see if that changes, and maybe your F is now a passing grade. That's up to you, though, my friend.
Well, I don't know. He seems pretty intent on sticking with his F, and he doesn't really...
All right.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right.
I really don't know about...
Grading on performance, David, not on, character here. Ooh. Yeah.
That is...
All right, David, it's it's finally time, David.
Okay. All right, here I go now.
Do you have a catchphrase? Does he have a catchphrase?
He stole Donald Trump's.
Okay.
And I stole Donald Trump's, yes. Okay. Now, to the decision now.
He's going to miss the cue again. Yeah.
Matt!
Going inside the show.
Matt, you're obviously a failure as an intern.
Cannot.
I know, I'm doing it. I know, it's funny. It's funny that I missed the cue, yes. We don't need that music. Okay.
Right, you're right.
Matt, you're obviously a failure as an intern. You try hard, but you do, on the other hand, you get nothing done. But you do at least try. That's the good thing. Now, Paul, you're disrespectful. You're a very disrespectful prick, Paul. You don't even know your place, Paul. I don't know about you, Paul. Why don't you take your fishing pole and go back to Long Island Sound where you came from?
You're firing Paul?
Paul, you're fired, Paul.
Wow.
Paul is fired.
Holy
Paul.
shit. Who saw that coming?
Paul is fired, yes.
Wow. I didn't see
David
that
surprises
coming.
everyone.
Yes, Paul is fired, yes.
You don't like that insubordination, do you?
No, I don't like the way Paul treated me.
Wow.
Matt, I have to give Matt credit. He tries. He's not succeeding or doing anything, but he tries. He's at least trying.
So he's a complete flop and failure, but at least he's
trying. He's trying.
He's
yes.
a monumental bust, but at least he puts the effort in.
At least he puts the effort in and tries to succeed, yes. So therefore, that's why I kept it. It was close between Matt and Paul.
It all came down to the fact that Paul gave you an F.
Yes, it certainly did.
And you couldn't get past
I
that.
could not, no. Paul, because you gave me an F, you saved Matt from getting fired. What do you have to say about that, Matt? Are you appreciative of Paul?
What the...
Sucks to be you, man. That's
Ooh.
it.
All right.
Love it.
All right.
Eh.
Wow. You just
hold the mic, it
fired.
don't work here.
He's the superstar of the internship
Yeah, he's
program.
probably
You just fired him.
the superstar, the best intern.
Well,
not to you, he's not, right, David?
to me, the superstar is Scott.
Yep.
Oh,
that's your superstar.
But he's 39, gray hair.
I know.
The wife.
I know. I didn't think you would.
Depending on the wife to bring in the money and raise the kids.
I know it's usually not a good thing to do, but he showed that he can do it.
Do you see him as like a father figure?
I do see him as a father figure. I think I can see him mentoring like other younger interns.
As an intern his whole life, just mentoring other interns.
A father figure like he keeps you in the basement and rapes you for 24 years?
No, Jimmy, no. That's not nice.
Oh. Holy shit.
No. No.
All right. I think that's it.
Yeah, so Paul.
All right, Paul is out.
Kid from Salute Your Shorts.
We're gonna lose Paul.
Fuck yourself, David.
All right.
We're gonna lose Paul to Ron and Fez.
Yeah, I know.
Uh-oh.
Ron and Fez love that kid.
Yes, they do.
Why you laugh at that?
Because I'm gonna change their mind when they meet Scott today.
Yeah, you're gonna barge it. Not barge.
Yeah, I don't know how this bit is working, but
it's not really a bit. Ronnie wrote me and said that he would like to meet Scott.
Are you sure? Because he doesn't like me to talk to him.
I understand, but you turned him around with this bit today.
Oh, okay.
He did a lot of time with you, and he really enjoyed it.
Okay.
And he wants.
That's a good way to introduce,
Yeah.
our superstar intern.
Okay.
The timing's got to be right.
Because you fired him.
Okay.
Let Ronnie warm up and get into some stuff and itchy bond or whatever he does today.
Yes.
And then you break in with Scott and say, Ronnie, I want you to introduce you to Scott.
Scott, are you able to stay later and do this?
Anything for the show, David. Of course I can stay later.
Oh,
all right.
That's what we like to see. That's why he's the best intern of all.
Well, he's now the superstar intern.
Yes, in my book.
In your book, I mean.
Yes, my book.
And
yeah.
David, don't be seen until the moment,
Okay, I'll hide in the back office.
Yeah,
okay.
of course you will. All right. And that's it for today, ladies.
Fantastic.
Everybody set?
Wow.
Everyone good?
Amazing.
Yeah. David, good job today.
Thank you.
So I know you go and beat yourself up after your appearances on our show, so I'm going to give you a...
What do you give him?
What do you give him?
For today's appearance, or?
It was a good one.
Overall?
That was a real good one. I'm going to give you a C-.
All right.
I'm gonna give him a straight C.
Straight C.
Oh, that's better. Okay.
Jimmy?
For David?
It was a real good one today.
Yeah.
David gets an A in my book.
Thank you, Jimmy. Wow.
I'll bring the
Thank
average
you.
up.
We're out of here. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.